Discover our collection of handcrafted candles. That's right, every product is thoughtfully created in small batches free from harmful toxins for mindful everyday indulgence. Our candles are hand-poured in coconut soy wax with natural wood wicks, offering a long-lasting burn and rich fragrances. Create a cozy, safe ambiance for your home with candles from Alley Rose Fragrances. First-time customers use the promo code InsideEdge20 to receive 20% off your order. AlleyRoseFragrances.com, proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Podcast Network.
Fanatics isn't just our name, it's who we are. Loyal, passionate fans dedicated to our favorite teams and to the sports we love. That's why we're honored to be able to offer fans the world's largest collection of official sports apparel and sports jerseys from all the leagues, teams, and players you love. We feature a wide selection of gear from every league, including NFL, MLB, NBA, NHL, and NCAA merchandise, which allows us to serve fans of football, baseball, hockey, basketball, lacrosse, soccer, golf, and everything else that gets your heart pumping. Go to Fanatics.com by using the QR code on your screen right now to celebrate your teams.
And welcome in, everybody, to another episode of Inside Edge Primetime here on the Inside Edge Network. Chad, Brian, to my right, you're right, everybody's right, and I'm Eli Moon. And we're back in the saddle on the saddle, saddle adjacent here on your Wednesday. Happy you are with us. Thank you for rocking and rolling. We are with you for the next 3 hours here, 3 shows, 1 stream here. And if it's your first time, hello, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. If it is your first time, however, like, subscribe, follow at Inside Edge Net on YouTube, X, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitch. We're everywhere. Smash that notification bell and know when we're going live. A lot of great daily programming and weekly programming here. And you can check out more about the personalities across the network at InsideEdgeNetwork.com. Of course, our partners as well. Omega Video Marketing, Fanatics.com, AlleyRoseFragrances.com, W Energy, Monster Moments, and we are really happy with all of our partners here. We appreciate them so much. Go to the merchandise store, check that out as well. Buy a mug, a shirt, a hat, a polo, a windbreaker. Check it all out. And rep Cleveland's digital leader. And of course, download the Inside Edge Network app on Roku. We are everywhere, so take us with you. And rep Cleveland's digital leader, your source for sports, entertainment, mental health conversation, news, and everything in between. We got a jam-packed show. Matt Wintz joining the show later on. We spoke with Matt earlier today, Chad, and it was a lot about the heat that we experienced here in Cleveland. Very, very excited to share that with the people here. But before we get into that, first off, how are you doing?
I am good.
Okay.
Somehow it's only midweek. I mean, it feels like we talked about this before the show, man. Like, I feel like this week has already been a good 8 or 9 days, but it's Wednesday somehow. So, I'm feeling pretty good. A little nervous about the time machine later, but I think I've got it down. I don't want to, knock on wood or whatever, but I think I'll be okay. I got some time to go during when we play the interview. I think I'll be all right, man. How are you?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. It is crazy to think it's only Wednesday. I said that to you before the show. I think I've said that to a few other people I've talked to on the phone today. It's only Wednesday, but it is July. It's my birth month.
Yes.
I'm very excited about that. Excited. Moon Bash is literally, as we speak, 24 days away. So crazy to think, but very excited about everything going on here. It's the heat of summer, so yes. I'm excited, man. And you know what? I think the Philadelphia 76ers are excited. I think the entire city of Philadelphia is excited. I mean, they just are off the heels of the Eagles. When we're talking about the city of Philadelphia, moving off of the wide receiver A.J. Brown, if you're an Eagles fan. So you're like, okay, we'll see how it goes, how this new rendition of the Eagles look without him. And now they bring a new star to town with Boston, another trade, this time in the NBA. Jaylen Brown going to the Philadelphia 76ers. Paul George going to Boston. 2 first-round picks, 2 second-round picks. And that was reported by ESPN's Shams Charania earlier this evening, really, around 6 o'clock Eastern time. Chad, just absolutely crazy. A lot to unpack. This does wonders for Philadelphia, I believe. We can get into that. What does this mean for the Cavaliers in terms of really, this was the chip you thought, okay, you're going to pair it with LeBron. Because we talked about it yesterday. I feel like you're going to have to pair something with LeBron to get him to come join this Cavaliers team. So I don't know how I'd feel about this for the Cavaliers. For the Sixers, again, I think this gives Tyrese Maxey somebody that he can rely on. Joel Embiid's health has been up in the air for really the last, 3-4 years. Now he has somebody he can rely on. But what are your thoughts early on about this Jaylen Brown to Philadelphia trade, bud?
I'm having trouble finding the words. I'm a little confused. I guess Boston just must have felt like they just had to get rid of him. They just had to get him out of there. Because I'm not even sure. I mean, Paul George is a nice player. You know, maybe if you could match up primes or whatever, we'd be talking a little bit differently. But I'm not even sure they got the Philadelphia this is how confused. Like, I'm lost right now. I don't even think they got the best trade that Philadelphia had available, or I'm sorry, the best draft pick that Philadelphia had available. I'm reading this, like, the details of this trade are very puzzling to me. This is one of those things, and we talked about it last night, that sometimes in the NBA you see a free agent signing or a trade or whatever. Boy, words are really hard for me tonight. I'm out of words apparently, but it's like sometimes you're just like, what? Like, who sent who to where for what, or who signed that? It makes no sense. I mean, obviously Philadelphia, that makes perfect sense. Like, and I wonder how, like, it makes me wonder how this trade was presented. Like, did the 76ers just go, hey, we'll give you this, wheelbarrow of like old kind of, gravelly dirt for one of the best players in the league? And the Celtics were just like, yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
It's
like Philadelphia was like, they took that. Like, what? I don't get it.
I mean, when you unpack it, right, it's like on the surface level, it's like mind-boggling because Paul George is aging he's an aging veteran. He's not what he once was. I know he had a good playoff run, with Philadelphia this past year, but still, it's not anything that really compares. And you could say, okay, the firsts and the seconds, but again, Philadelphia is going to be pretty good the next few years, especially Tyrese Maxey, one of the young stars in this league. You look at now. You have Jaylen Brown, who's an NBA champion, NBA Finals MVP, somebody who they can lean on. And if Joel Embiid can get his health together, now Philadelphia's a problem. Let's not forget they beat Boston in a 7-game series in the first round in the playoffs this past year. Yeah. They are a team that now with Jaylen Brown, their ceiling is definitely a lot higher. They become a player in the Eastern Conference. Reports are out there that they are reaching out to LeBron James because why wouldn't they?
Why not?
A dangerous core four or whatever you want to call it, because it's not really a core four, but your cornerstone pieces of Jaylen Brown, Tyrese Maxey, LeBron James, and Joel Embiid, that would be a significant problem for the rest of the teams in the Eastern Conference. And for the Cavaliers, Chad, this is something that you're just left as a Cavs fan, I don't know, emotionless. What else can you say except for, wow? Because you've missed out on Giannis Antetokounmpo. You've missed out on Jaylen Brown. You've missed out on anybody you could really think of that could have made an impact. Meanwhile, you're making apparently some room for LeBron because you didn't make the effort to go get Dean Wade. You basically let him walk to Philadelphia. Mike Gansey, who is having a great offseason as the GM of Philadelphia 76ers. I mean, my goodness. So you look at that, and then you look at this LeBron situation. You let Dean Wade walk. You let Keon Ellis. You let them both walk. You have LeBron, and maybe he comes here. And if he doesn't, Chad, now you've let depth walk away in Dean Wade and Keon Ellis. You've missed out on every star, and you're essentially running it back. How does that make you feel, bud?
Well, and then you don't even get the feel-good story, right? At least if LeBron comes home and they, whatever, they're the 4th seed in the East or something behind Philly and Boston, not Boston anymore, Philly and whoever else. At least you've got the feel-good story and you've got the whatever. You miss out on LeBron and you don't have that. I mean, you talked about that, whatever we're calling that, if that would be the Philadelphia thing. I don't want to say core 4, but wow. I mean, there's a lot of basketball IQ there, right? Like a lot of guys who, they haven't really played together previously, but they'd figure it out, by April or whatever. So yeah, how does it make me feel as a Cavs fan? I can't say that word on the. Oh, I guess I can say it, but I just don't want to. I don't know. It feels like the more they stand pat, and they're not even standing pat. Like pieces are falling off. This is like the Cavs are the shuttle that's coming in for like they're coming back into the atmosphere, right?
Oh,
You've
no.
got plates flying off, right? And you're like, oh man,
Yeah.
we don't know. Like, I don't think they're gonna land it. Like I'm nervous, right? They're getting burned up in the atmosphere right now by everybody around them. Everybody around them is on fire. Everybody's getting better in the East, and the Cavs are just like, we got something up our sleeves, but like, there's not much more sleeve. Like, I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't know, man. It feels kind of bad as a Cavs fan. Just like I said, every day that they stand pat and lose another piece, and someone in the East gets a little bit better, you're like, okay, well, whatever. They get to the Eastern Conference Finals and get swept again. Okay, well, they don't get out of the second round. Okay, well, hopefully they can compete in the first round. I don't know. The East just keeps getting that much better that, it makes me a little nervous, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Think about it, pal. Kawhi Leonard now in the Eastern Conference with Toronto. We talked about that yesterday.
Yeah.
Now you have the swap of Jaylen Brown, giving Philadelphia a great addition. And
They're
we'll
healthy.
see.
They're dangerous. Yeah.
And we'll see. I will say this. We don't have a ton of time to get into it tonight, but maybe tomorrow I'll talk about this for Boston. I don't think Boston's done. And I sure hope they aren't. I mean, I'm not a Boston fan, but as somebody who wants to see good basketball, I would say I sure hope they want to be done because Paul George isn't the answer. Like, him and Jason Tatum lining up, that doesn't – I know they went out and got Mike Conley. I know they went out and made other additions. Mitchell Robinson, they went out and got him as well. But I do think they're going to look to see what they can do with these first rounders. They just acquired the second rounders and see if they can make a move. But for who, I couldn't tell you at this point. This NBA offseason has been absolutely bonkers. I couldn't tell you. But what I will say is, as a Cavaliers fan, I'm very discouraged. I'm very, very discouraged. Yeah. And, earlier on in the day, I was feeling some pep in my step. Even yesterday, heck, earlier today, as recent as 3 o'clock, let's just take it recently. Our conversation with Matt Wintz earlier today, I'm like, hey, I feel like LeBron is coming back. I feel so good. And even in the interview, because, again, we talked to him earlier today, I say, Jaylen Brown's probably the next move. And that is already outdated by the time we show the people, Chad. So it's just mind-boggling how this NBA offseason has gone. It's mind-boggling to think that we have gone from thinking Giannis and LeBron. Okay, no worries. Jaylen Brown, no, it's not happening. Now LeBron is probably, if you look at the situations, okay, I don't know if any of these situations, the way they're currently constructed, if you break down the Cavaliers, the Warriors, and the Heat, are going to win an NBA championship. Maybe him going to Miami, Kyle, unfiltered Kyle Cornell. He talked about it earlier today, 5 to 6 p.m. weekdays here on the Inside Edge Network. He talked about maybe Miami makes the most sense. I just don't know if LeBron is going to win a championship if he goes to any of those places at this point, just by himself, with them not adding anything else. I know Miami went out and got Giannis. I understand that, but it just seems like he might team up with his bros, Chad, and say, you know what? I'm teaming up with Steph Curry and Draymond Green. It is what it is. It is what it is.
Stay out of the East. The East is too murky. I'm gonna stay out here in the West. Like, I wouldn't be surprised at all at this point.
Yeah, I mean, you wonder. Toronto, like I said, Toronto's got better. Philadelphia today got immensely better. Boston is a TBD right now. Miami did get better with Giannis. How much better? We'll have a conversation about it. We'll see if Detroit can retain Jalen Duren. That's kind of the next domino, I feel like, or one of the next big ones to fall. Can they keep him in town, or is he going to go somewhere? I mean, yeah.
They'd better.
I mean, yeah. And what are the Cavaliers going to do? Hey, Kobe Altman, I don't know if you can hear us from all the way in our studios, but we would like you to do something, man. You've let Dean Wade and Keon Ellis walk, and if your only option is bringing in LeBron, to Chad's point, it is a nice feel-good story. However, it's not something that him alone coming in wins you an NBA championship. So at least that's how I feel, and maybe I'm wrong. I've been wrong before, but something tells me that you got to add somebody with LeBron, and you've missed out on every opportunity, Chad.
I'll tell you, he was a lot closer to his prime back in 2015 and 16 than he is now, and him coming alone then wouldn't have been enough for them to win a championship. Right. So, I mean, like it's a feel-good story for. It depends on what side of the coin you're on. I mean, it's about 65-35. I think the majority of people would like to see him back here to retire or whatever. Would welcome him home. Some people they're tired of the whatever, and that's you're entitled to your opinion, but. I mean, coming home is nice, but he just adding LeBron alone right now isn't it's obviously not going to be enough to win a title. It's not going to be enough to get out of the East. I don't know. Like I said, I just feel like the ceiling keeps lowering for the Cavs. Every time I see another team in the East make a move, I'm like, well, all right, second round. Compete in the first round. Hope we get a playoff spot. It's not that bad. But, it's just, the ceiling is lowering for sure.
Yeah, it sure is, bud. It sure is. So we'll keep an eye on all of it. We are going to also take a pause for the cause here for just a moment. If you are here for the first time, there's a lot of you in here. We appreciate you stopping by. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow Inside Edge Net on all the socials, YouTube, X, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitch. Hit that notification bell. Know when we're going live. We have 4 daily shows here with you, starting with Unfiltered with Kyle Cornell, 5 to 6 p.m. weekdays. And then, of course, we have the one stream phenomenon, Inside Edge Primetime with Chad and I, 10 to 11 p.m. At the top of the hour at 11 is the Daily Spiral with Autumn Chisholm. She has Chad, myself, and Double A, our program director and bro, jumping in and guiding throughout the week and just being along for the madness. We usually get schooled pretty well by Autumn. So we have that going on. And then, of course, that midnight run with Anthony Alford, rocking out on hinged sports behavior and not just sports, everything. But we love our bro. It's a great time.
Yeah, I was trying to think of what sport bacon wrapped honey buns was gonna. Yeah, I was.
Yeah. Well, competitive eating. So but we have a lot of great weekly programming as well. Real Talk with Pop Moon. We have Jersey Chasers, Voice of the Land, the main event. So a lot of great programming. Make sure you go read about all your favorite personalities at InsideEdgeNetwork.com. Check out the partners page, sportsmemorabilia.com, fanatics.com, Omega Video Marketing, AlleyRoseFragrances.com, W Energy, and Moss and Moments. We appreciate all of our partners. Cannot do it without them. And we appreciate you at home. Go grab something at the merchandise store. Go grab Cleveland's digital leader merchandise, rock a shirt, a hat, a mug, all of that great stuff, InsideEdgeNetwork.com, and download the Inside Edge Network app on Roku. Go ahead and take us with you. Like Kyle said earlier today, you can take us on the road with your phone, or if you don't want to do that, you can just put us on the TV, download the app, and chill out. Nobody's saying you have to drive anywhere. We're not making you do extra work.
Don't even have to get off the couch. You don't even have to get up. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. So we're going to take a quick pause for the cause. When we come back, you will hear from our friend of the program, WKYC Meteorologist Matt Wintz. We talked to him about quite a lot, and I think you guys will enjoy. And then when we come back, Chad will have extra ample time. He'll be in the time machine getting ready, and then we'll go over Way Back Wednesday, and we'll get ready for the Daily Spiral. So this is Inside Edge Primetime here on the Inside Edge Network. That's Chad Bryan to my right, your right, everybody's right. I'm Eli Moon, and we'll be back right after this.
Key On Sports is the leader in Ohio high school athletic coverage in written, print, and video streaming. From the latest news and results and written content to the high school football game of the week every Friday, Key On Sports has you covered. The vision of 15-time published author Vince McKee has become the most trusted site in Ohio high school athletic news. From podcasts to player profiles, Key On Sports is your one-stop for all of it. Visit them today at KeyOnSports.com or on YouTube at Key On Sports. Check out their socials on Twitter and Facebook as well.
Clean energy, bold flavors, and no jitters. See why people won't shut up about Dubby. Clean energy, no jitters or crash. Whether you're starting your workday or getting ready to exercise, Dubby Energy helps you lock in and focus. With over 15 flavors to choose from, you can't miss. Order Dubby Energy right now by using the QR code on your screen and use the promo code InsideEdge10 to receive 10% off your order. Dubby Energy, your energy-focused sponsor of the Inside Edge Network, Cleveland's digital leader. Discover our collection of body mists made with clean, minimal ingredients. Handcrafted with natural essential oils and clean ingredients, they offer a natural alternative to synthetic fragrances. Perfect for sensitive skin and those seeking clean, mindful self-care, and the perfect gift for you or your special someone. Courtesy of Alley Rose Fragrances. First-time customers, use that promo code InsideEdge20 to receive 20% off your order. AlleyRoseFragrances.com, a proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Network, Cleveland's digital leader. Whether searching for a baseball autographed by your favorite World Series slugger, a signed football by an iconic Hall of Famer, or the jersey of a world-famous soccer star, you've come to the right place. Here at SportsMemorabilia.com, the web's leading source of authentic sports memorabilia, you'll find more than 500,000 authentic products from nearly every professional sports league, team, and players. Not only will you find your next prized sports possession with ease thanks to superb customer service and tremendous site experience, you'll have the satisfaction and peace of mind that every product listed comes complete with a certificate of authenticity and is fully backed by the sportsmemorabilia.com lifetime authenticity guarantee. Go to sportsmemorabilia.com by using the QR code on your screen right now. Sportsmemorabilia.com, a proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Podcast Network, Cleveland's digital leader. Find us on InsideEdgeNetwork.com for the latest information on your favorite shows, personalities, and network partners. Plus, guess what? We have a merch shop. That's right, we have network polos, t-shirts, champion jackets, hats, and bottles. Rep the network. Every purchase supports independent sports and entertainment media. Use the QR code on your screen right now to check out InsideEdgeNetwork.com. That's InsideEdgeNetwork.com.
All right, welcome back in. It is first. It feels like it still feels like it's midday because it is midday. We're allowed to say that. Midday. It feels like welcome back to this network. You can see on the screen we have a very special guest. And he told us he was as surprised as anyone about this heat wave. He did not see this coming at all.
You came prepared,
You gotta do something to stay cool. You have to do something over there. I'm so glad you're staying hydrated. Matt, we're a big fan of yours, and it looks like you have a big fan over there. That's great. I have a small fan. I usually when I turn it on, Matt, it beeps. Today it just said good luck, and I was like, okay, that's fair. It's really hot outside. It's 92 degrees right now. Currently, it says my phone says it feels like 100 degrees.
You're a lucky one, Chad.
Oh, is it pretty cool here?
105 to 105 to 107 elsewhere. Chad, we are hotter right now as of this recording than Miami, and we're more humid than Miami. What is going on with that?
I don't know. Did you see in Wyoming there's a snowstorm? Like what? I mean, I guess that makes sense. But I told Eli, I'm like, we're in the same country. I feel like we should have like similar weather. I mean, it's one of the contiguous states. It should be close to what we're doing. But yeah, it's really, really hot.
Really hot.
I was going to say, I wish we had something relevant weather-wise to talk about. I guess we do. Yeah, tell us about what is this going away anytime soon? Is it gonna feel bad the next couple of days? I'm assuming.
It's going away. So in terms of kind of the setup across the country, it's always unequal. It's either if the West is hot, the East is cooler. If the East is hot, the West is cooler. And that's what we have right now. The only time that you have equal pattern across country is if you have a jet stream it's called a zonal flow. It goes west to east. And that just means everyone's pretty much average. And every now and then we'll settle into that pattern. And every now and then you'll get these undulating patterns in the jet stream. And that's what we have now. So we've got our extreme heat out east here. And then we've got the extreme cold out west. So it really is one extreme to the other. And you're not just talking snow in the mountains out west. I mean, they have feet of snow piling up. I mean, this is not the time of year to get snow, especially getting into July now out west. So it's pretty crazy. This ridge of heat that we have is usually centered over the desert southwest. It's a heat dome. Every now and then in the summer, it'll get loose. It'll head out in the plains. That's why Kansas up towards like Minnesota gets really hot sometimes. And every now and then it'll get as far east as Ohio. And that's where this thing is right now. We've got the hottest temperatures in the entire country in Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, and Kentucky. It's pretty incredible, but it'll back down. It'll start to break down this weekend, but that's what brings in rain chances because on that breakdown boundary, that's where the rain and storms are. So, boy, it's impressively hot even for a meteorologist.
Yeah, I have been so tempted the last 24 hours or so to just keep saying, well, it's not so much the heat. It's both right now. So
it is.
Yeah, so the jet stream is kind of it's pulling some cold air down, I'm assuming, into Wyoming, and then it bubbles back up and we get the really baking stuff. That's fun for us.
Yeah, wild. And they had it. It's interesting because they had it in Europe. The jet stream, it's basically the flow of air all around the globe. And there's the northern hemisphere, southern hemisphere jet stream. But for our interest, it does this like little loopy loop all the way around the northern hemisphere. And Europe had this heat wave. It was like a week and a half, 2 weeks ago now. I mean, they had some really serious heat when we were comfortable. And they had one of those ridges over there, and now we have a ridge. It's not the same thing, but it's the same setup, and it's just been impressive. It's the right setup with the biggest ridge that we could possibly get at the right time or wrong time, how you view it, which is when we can get the hottest this time of year in early July here.
I was going to say right or wrong, depending on how.
Right.
We bring the Omega Block back. I really like that.
Yes.
I like it. Was nice and it was very comfortable. It didn't rain.
Yeah.
That was great.
Nothing changed. I know. All the only problem was the only one complaining about the Mega Block was our yards. They were like, please, something.
For sure. Yeah. Please spill a glass of water on me.
Right. Right.
I have a question.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off. Just
Yeah.
one more question, really quickly.
Yeah.
We've got a big thing coming up, but it's our birthday. Don't tell America. There's a surprise party coming up. 250th birthday. That's pretty crazy. So people are going to be celebrating the 4th of July. There's going to be fireworks out, cookouts, swimming part, whatever. How's the weather looking for this weekend for all that?
Well, the heat's going to start to back off, which we talked about is not always a bad thing. But the problem is the boundary where that heat meets the cooler air to the north has storms that are tracking along it. And so that the path of where those storms are going is going to settle over Ohio. So we're going to have some rain around, and I don't just mean rain. I mean big storms. There's going to be big explosive complexes of storms. So not like the daily pop-up Floridian stuff, but rather big complexes where you get a big line and then heavy rain and damaging winds on the leading edge. We're going to see big complexes of storms all over the Great Lakes with this at times. There'll be a lot of dry hours in between them, but we're going to be right where that path is. I always say on air, like where the train tracks are, and the trains will be running in and around Northeast Ohio Saturday, Sunday. So it's all about timing, and we really don't know until the morning of, to be honest. In the setup, and so we're going to be keeping a close eye on the radar for all the fireworks plans all weekend. So that's a trade-off. We lose the dry heat and all this stuff we're dealing with right now, but the trade-off is we get some storms.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll give and take.
I'm sorry. I feel like you're both very disappointed.
No. Yeah, no, I'm a little bit mad, but it's not your fault. We've just we've talked about this before. It's not your fault, so we're not mad at you. We're just
yes.
Mad at
You do not bring the
sky.
weather. You just warn us about it.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely,
the life I chose.
We gotcha. Absolutely, Matt. Now we talked about like the heat and where we're at right now. Funny we're talking about the heat because that's one of the destinations LeBron James could be going to. He is now taking his talent somewhere. I obviously would like to have him here in Cleveland again. I mean, some fans may not, but a majority of Cleveland wants him back. Do you believe he's coming back home, or do you think he's going to the Heat? Is he going to the Warriors? I mean, what are your feelings on the whole thing?
I don't know. I don't think he'll go back to Miami. I don't think he'll go to Miami. Golden State's an interesting spot for him. I mean, obviously he'll pair up with Curry, and he's got the same, Rich Paul agent. And I don't know. I can't picture him. It's a perfect storybook ending to a perfect storybook career if he ends in Cleveland. So I want him back. There is an element, and this is maybe an unpopular decision, but there is an element of drama that comes with him, right? Mm-hmm. And the team and everything that surrounds him. And so you don't want to break up that chemistry that we have right now. But there are a lot of young guys on our team that he could mentor, which he does a nice job of. And it would just be a perfect storybook ending for him to retire here in Cleveland. So, I mean, that would be my lead, but I feel like Golden State has the edge right now. What are you guys thinking?
I've been on the same, but I don't know. And I feel like part of, I'm a little bit older as well. I'm in my 40s, and I feel like he's at that age where maybe he doesn't want to move across the country again and deal with Ohio winters, So maybe you stay out west. Maybe you stay where your family is kind of comfortable. I mean, you can reasonably live around the LA area and play at Golden State. I think that's okay. When you have enough money, you can live anywhere and do anything anywhere else. It's okay.
You don't have to move yourself either.
You do not. Yeah, people will help you get to where you need to go, and they'll be there for you. But I don't know. I've been back and forth. I kind of feel like I'm out on the Heat as well, both the weather Heat and the Miami Heat. I'm done with both. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's definitely, it feels like it's down to Golden State and Cleveland. I kind of hope he comes home. Like you said, the storybook ending. What about you, Eli?
Yeah, I felt like Golden State 2 days ago. I felt, okay, LeBron loves playing in the perfect situation. I said that on a Midnight Run earlier this week. But then you start seeing the documentary talks of he's starting to do an episodic or, one long documentary on his final potential season. Where else would it make sense but Cleveland? He's also been seen in Northeast Ohio driving around on social media. So the more and more it gets to this point, we get into July and July 4th, July 5th, I think LeBron comes back home. I just think the Cavs have a few moves to make before LeBron. He's not going to just come back with the currently constructed roster. So whether it's Jaylen Brown or somebody else out there, somebody's got to come here for it to make more sense to LeBron, I think.
Yeah, it would be a weird roster the way it is with him. And I get the feeling that if he does come here, it's going to be a 1-year deal, and we're going to get the announcement soon after that this is the final season, right? Which how do you aptly pay homage to someone like LeBron James all season? Like the farewell tour should be pretty amazing, right? I mean, it's going to be a big thing, don't you think, Matt?
I just got goosebumps. I'm not kidding. I just got goosebumps because what if he comes back, first of all? And then what if, they pull in Jaylen Brown or some top talent to go with Harden, to go with Mitchell? And what if they win a championship on his final season? I'm getting goosebumps right now. Like that would be
too.
right. I think I have heat stroke, actually. I think that's the first side. So
I'm not doing okay.
Right. But wouldn't that be incredible? Like, what better story you're going to find in Golden State than that,
Yeah, I'm sorry, Eli. I just mean to cut you off. I just feel like if you go to Golden State, it's like it's another chapter, and it's like ho hum, whatever. He's gonna go play with Steph Curry. That's fun.
Yeah, and he's not going to end that chapter because he's going to retire.
Yeah.
What are they going to do? 1 year there?
Yeah.
It feels weird, right? It feels disjointed.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it feels like you can't really have the 4 battles, whether you're cool on the court or off the court, whatever. You can't have 4 finals against each other and then go team up. And something doesn't feel right. It'd be like Jordan in a Celtics jersey or a Bird in a Lakers jersey. I don't know.
Brett Favre in a Vikings jersey.
Yeah.
Oh.
Luke Skywalker walking under the Death Star and like, hey, you got an application? You know what I mean? Like, it feels off. It would feel off.
Same idea.
And all the clues, by the way, you're dropping all these little Northeast Ohio clues. He does this stuff on purpose. We know that.
He loves it. He loves it.
Yeah. So to lay all the Easter eggs out and then to just go to Golden State would be kind of diabolical at this point. I mean, I know he leaned into the villain role when he was in Miami, and that was probably a little bit of fun for him. Whatever, good run there. But yeah, I just like that would be pretty diabolical to drop all the Northeast Ohio clues and then just go to Golden State and play a year with the Warriors and retire, right? Like, okay, that's weird.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I totally agree.
All right. Well, what else is going on? We got. I think so let's think about the champion. If LeBron comes back here and they win a championship, I just don't know if he's going to announce his retirement before the season or not. And I feel like he's one of those players that might do the farewell tour and be like, you know what, I might have 1 more year in the tank. That would be kind of fun, especially if they win a championship.
Right.
I just feel like that could be a possibility too. I feel like this is the thing with LeBron. You just don't know. It's so up in the air. There are so many unknowns. I've been trying to kind of like bounce around in my head all the possibilities, and I really just don't know. But I think I remember I was actually driving downtown for work when they announced that he was coming back the first time. And it was such a cool moment. I remember being like, I'm here for this. Like, people were like on sidewalks, like cheering. You could see like they were happy, and obviously everybody had the news. I don't know. Do you think it'll be like that again? If they announce tomorrow that LeBron's coming to Cleveland, do you think there will be that excitement, or is it just kind of like, okay, cool, he's coming home to retire. That's fun.
I think there'll be that level of excitement. I mean, because he's a Cleveland guy. It's going to be different, though, because we learned to win without LeBron. So, I mean, we've got the formula now, missing a piece or two. I don't think that piece is LeBron, to be honest. But, he doesn't hurt a team, and obviously it's LeBron James. So I think people want that, like we talked about, storybook ending. I mean, they want things to work out like the Disney movies where everything ends up okay in the end. And I think to have him back, regardless of how much he helps the team, even if they stink this year, I think to have him back, I think Cleveland's going to love that for sure. Let me ask you a question, though. I mean, you guys are the experts. What free agents are out there that Cleveland's capable of getting that you think would be a good fit with LeBron if he did come back?
Well,
Yeah.
I see that you've used the term experts loosely, so I'm going to pass this one on to Eli.
I would say, unfortunately for the Cavaliers, they just don't have a lot of cap space to be able to attack some of these free agents. That's why we see, or saw Keon Ellis go to Brooklyn yesterday and sign there with, $18 million deal. Something the Cavaliers just were not going to be able to afford. And so, unfortunately, Matt, to answer your question, it's going to be a trade. And do the Cavs have enough trade capital or draft capital, trade assets to be able to go get somebody? I like the idea of Trey Murphy. It just doesn't seem likely they're going to get Trey Murphy. He would be a great sharpshooter for the Cavaliers, something they kind of need because it seems like our shooters disappear come playoff time. But I don't know. There's not a lot out there to answer your question. Mitchell Robinson's already been snatched up, by Boston. There's just not a lot out there. And because James Harden's waiting for LeBron or whoever to sign and take a team-friendly deal, I think they're using whatever cap space they have to bring in LeBron, and then whatever you see else to add to the roster will be via trades. I think Jaylen Brown is still on the table. I do. I think it's kind of being swept under the rug by the national media, but it's going to be something that heats up like the weather here in Cleveland, I think, in the next day or two.
Yeah, good call on that, Eli. Well, I look forward to seeing it play out either way. This is playoff basketball is exciting, but offseason and free agency is just as exciting in my mind.
It is. It's the prospect of what could be, and I think that's why people love the draft and they love, the trade deadline, right? And especially at baseball, it's a big deal. A lot of big names move, and sometimes in the NFL, it's a little boring. But the NBA, the moves have been weird. We talk about that all the time. I say to Eli, sometimes I'm like, wait, who signed where?
Right.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Why would it's so weird? Like that's not a fit either way. And sometimes it's totally financial. It's just like, well, we need to spend, we need to, whatever. It's so weird. But yeah, I mean, the trend has been in the Eastern Conference. You get to the Eastern Conference Finals, lose, and then the next year you go to the finals. So that's been the trend. The Cavs are set up for that. I don't think they can necessarily do that with the roster that they have right now. But yeah, if they make a few changes and add this or that, you may see we might lose some pieces. Eli, something that you said, sometimes I think when you ask your shooters to do so much, they're also, defending wing players that can score, right?
Yep.
That's a lot. I think your wing defender needs to be different from your shooters, right? You got to have guys there. Yeah, versatility is great. But I think you need to have shooters that we just sort of leave alone and don't ask to play 35 minutes of really hard defense. Sometimes your legs go away. I'm very old.
Yeah.
My legs go away very easily, so I can relate to that. But yeah, I just think it would be a very storybook ending, and I'm looking forward to the it's just fun. All the speculation is fun. Sometimes it's not fun. Speculation on this one is a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, absolutely. I got one more here for you, Matt. I just want to pivot to baseball for a second because I wasn't able to share my condolences for the stuff that happened with Onion. Out of line. First off. So yeah, we don't stand with Onion over here. We stand with Matt Wintz. So, but I have a Guardians question. Just with the roster itself. Chad and I have been discussing on Primetime. I'm curious what your thoughts are. Obviously, they have 5-6 rookies on this roster right now, whether they're pitching or they're in the offensive lineup. Do you feel they should stick with the farm, kind of just rock with the guys, Cooper Ingle, Cleo Watson, Travis Bazana, Chase DeLauder, those guys? Or should they go out and be a spender come the trade deadline? Should they go out and get a bat or two that's proven, that can help out, and really give Jose Ramirez a chance towards getting past that next round that they haven't been able to get past recently?
Well, Eli, I know what they should do. Does Cleveland ever go spend money in baseball?
No.
They don't spend. They're not going to do that. And so, yeah, we're not going to go out and get a big name to support Jose. We're going to continue to build the farm team. So, I mean, that's what they're going to do. I know what they should do. I wish they'd go out and spend a little bit more money. Not that it always translates to wins, but, they've got this young talent right now, and it's going to be tough to contend. But in the Central, anything's possible. I mean, the White Sox leading the way. White Sox, we've seen them, coming up through the ranks last couple of years with their young talent. I'm not too confident and sold that this is the White Sox year. It's still up in the air. So if they did want to get that big name, or if we further develop our talent, get some of our injuries, fixed, we can make a run at the Central and see what happens in the playoffs. I mean, that's what you do in baseball. You just see what happens in the playoffs. Just get there first.
Yeah.
The drive's there. That Stephen Vogt has this team every single year, regardless of who it is on that roster. He has them fired up and motivated through a 162-game season. Yeah. And it's amazing what they do year in, year out since Francona. But I know they're not going to go out and spend money. I mean, as a Cleveland fan, I know that for sure.
Fair.
Yeah, I feel like they're playing it very close to the vest, and part of it is because this lockout is looming, and I don't know that anyone really wants to. I just don't know that a lot of owners, no one knows what the situation is going to be when it comes back, right? When baseball's back, if there's going to be a salary cap, a salary floor. I know the players do not want a salary cap, and I understand why, but I think a salary floor is necessary, and it's difficult to have a salary floor without some kind of a cap. You have to do something, so they're going to have to figure out a way to make it work. And I just sometimes I grow tired of all the big free agents. It's New York, it's Chicago, it's LA. That's about it. I mean, that's really about it. Maybe Boston, but Boston's they've fallen on hard times right now. But and I'm with you on the White Sox, by the way. I don't think they'll be here in August. Oh, they'll be here. They're going to be a team, but I don't think they'll be in first place in this division any longer. But I do think that they've gotten better. We had a preview show, and I said, listen, watch out for the White Sox. Not this year, but here they've arrived a little bit early. I don't know if they have the depth to maintain that. So I think I agree with you there too. But yeah, unfortunately, I don't think the Guardians are going to go out and spend a lot of money. I think they're going to play it close to the vest and just rely on the young guys and see what they've got.
Yeah.
It's worked for us before. I mean, we are great at developing talent. I'll tell you that. I mean, how many stars have come out of Cleveland 2-3 years into their career? So it's exciting to see. It's sad though, being a Cleveland fan sometimes in baseball, it feels like we're the farm team for some of the bigger teams, and you get attached to these young guys who grow and develop, and then they get shipped out somewhere. So it'd be nice to keep a core of young players together, and pay them, which they showed with Ramirez. Obviously they're willing to pay some money, but we'll see. It'll be interesting this year. I know it's going to be a cat fight to win that division, hopefully with an above 500 record.
Yeah, hopefully. They're going to have to do the little things right. They're not, we had a little bit of a mental lapse last night from Ring or whatever, and that they don't do the little ththings that they normally do, like running the bases. The defense has been a little off, so they're going to have to clean some of those things up. But yeah, I think they can win the division. And then, like you said, with baseball, you get in, and who knows? You get hot at the right time, and it's all good.
Right.
So, all right. Well, we don't want to take up any more of your time. You probably want to get back to. Well, you're in the basement. You're fine. You got your fan over there.
Great over here. Yeah, we're fine. Isn't this show 4 hours long?
Absolutely. So for the next 2 hours with Matt, we're going to talk about that. No, we'll let you go. Thanks for coming. There's just a lot going on. I know you're probably pretty, and I imagine you're in high demand. Everybody wants to know what's going on with the Heat right now.
Never in high demand. Trust me. Just with kids who need cereal and cleaning up. Those are high demand things. Yeah, they are. But guys, thanks for having me. I, as always, enjoy chatting sports and weather with you guys, my two favorite things. So I appreciate you bringing that to life.
Thank you, Matt. We appreciate the knowledge on the weather. And look, I hope we're all wrong about the Guardians not spending money at the trade deadline. And we'll see. Maybe next time we chat, LeBron will be a Cavalier again. That'd be kind of crazy. Right. Hey, and Kelsey's a partial owner now, so maybe we have a little bit more influx of money. We'll see.
There you go. Yeah, we got the Taylor Swift money coming in. So
right. Go buy our album today. It'll help the kids.
Yeah. Please help us get a free agent and just buy a Taylor Swift album. Just do it.
Oh my God.
Life of a showgirl. Okay. All right. Well, that's it. Like I said, Matt, thank you so much. We appreciate you. You are a friend of the show. You're a friend of the network. You're a friend of ours. We appreciate you. So,
all right. Thanks, guys. Happy 4th.
Happy 4th. Happy
Fanatics isn't just our name, it's who we are. Loyal, passionate fans dedicated to our favorite teams and to the sports we love. That's why we're honored to be able to offer fans the world's largest collection of official sports apparel and sports jerseys from all leagues, teams, and players you love. We feature a wide selection of gear from every league, including the NFL, MLB, NBA, NHL, and NCAA merchandise, which allows us to serve fans of football, baseball, hockey, basketball, lacrosse, soccer, golf, and, well, everything else that gets your heart pumping. Go to fanatics.com by using the QR code on your screen right now to celebrate your teams. That's fanatics.com, a proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Network, Cleveland's digital leader.
Small business owners are superheroes, but nowadays running your business means doing so inside your shop and on social media. That's why you should make Omega Video Marketing your sidekick.
With a decade of content creation experience, I create dynamic, informative, and fun videos for your specific social needs that will increase brand awareness get you more followers, and keep your social pages and websites current and fresh.
I offer flexible pricing and turn times and will work with you to understand your brand and your story. All of that comes from the heart. My award-winning expertise is just the cherry on top. So let's get connected. After all, your brand is the alpha and my expertise is the omega.
Discover our collection of handcrafted candles. That's right, every product is thoughtfully created in small batches free from harmful toxins for mindful everyday indulgence. Our candles are hand-poured in coconut soy wax with natural wood wicks, offering a long-lasting burn and rich fragrances. Create a cozy, safe ambiance for your home with candles from Alley Rose Fragrances. First-time customers use the promo code InsideEdge20 to receive 20% off your order. AlleyRoseFragrances.com, proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Podcast Network. Mosser Moments Photography is a husband and wife wedding photography team based in Cleveland, owned and operated by Inside Edge Network's very own Ryan Mosser and his wife Hallie. For the past 10 years, they've captured more than 100 weddings across Northeast Ohio and beyond, always working together as a true two-person team. Their style centers on authentic, emotional storytelling, documenting the real moments between two people in love and creating images that feel natural, comfortable, and true to the couple. Rooted in Northern Ohio but inspired by their travels, Ryan and Hallie bring a warm, personal approach to every wedding day. Their work blends experience, consistency, and a genuine passion for helping couples relive their best day through timeless photography. Learn more at MosserMomentsPhotography.com by using the QR code on your screen right now. MosserMomentsPhotography.com, a proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Network, Cleveland's digital leader.
Welcome back to Inside Edge Primetime here on the Inside Edge Network. Chad Bryan to my right, which means he's to your right, which means he's to everybody's right. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I know, we had to think that one through this time. I'm Eli Moon. We're back in the saddle on the saddle adjacent here with you on the final few minutes of Inside Edge Primetime Daily Spiral, the Daily Spiral with Autumn Chisholm and Chad Bryan tonight at the top of the hour, and then Midnight Run with Anthony Alford at midnight. One stream, 3 shows. A phenomenon, if I do say so myself. Thank you for being with us. If you've, oh my, no, dude, you were in color. You were here.
Everything went fuzzy.
You had blues and reds, and now you have none of it.
What happened?
Where's the picture? Oh no. Oh no.
This is weird.
Well, Chad, while you figure that out, yeah. I mean, I don't know. Here, real quick, before you figure that out, I don't know. Like and subscribe at Inside Edge Net. Check it out on all the socials. Smash the notification bell. You'll know when Chad is looking normal and when Chad is not. I don't know. InsideEdgeNetwork.com. Your favorite personalities like Chad Bryan and myself, and you go check out our partners. They do a great job. We appreciate them. Appreciate you. Go buy something nice. At the merchandise store and go to Roku and download the Inside Edge Network app. What is going on with you? Every week, every Wednesday you do.
I thought I was going to be fine. We came back. I was in color. Everything was good. And then, I don't know, whatever. Let's just get to
malfunctioned. Yeah, just. Okay.
It doesn't matter. It's time for Way Back Wednesday. We know that. I always malfunction. And you said something about me looking normal. That's not bound to happen anytime soon. There's a whole lot of good stuff, Eli, that I found this time. I'll be honest with you. This is maybe my favorite one because this is very, very relevant to what's going on. And this is crazy. 250 years ago today, Eli, it was the first vote on the Declaration of Independence for the North American country. It was like, what? It was like we were getting ready to be born. We were, our America's mom was like, oh, I feel something, right? Like maybe I should get to the hospital. Maybe we should go. And I don't know how long. I'm not sure how long she was in labor, but 3 days later, hey, a whole country popped out. Boom, here we are. So, yeah, we're going to be 250 pretty soon. I don't feel a day over 186, to be honest with you. But 250 years ago today, this is what happened. The first vote on the Declaration of Independence. I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and you know what? I know you remember the 1900s and the early
Absolutely,
1900s.
yeah, very clearly, yeah.
But maybe not the late 1700s. This is so cool, man. I just wondered, you wonder like what went into some of these discussions to be a fly on the wall. We see with these documentaries all the time with like, I told you about the Greatest Night in Pop is probably one of my favorite documentaries on Netflix that I've seen, where they do the We Are the World. You wonder like if there was ever a documentary to go back and see this, like this discussion. Just, I mean, wow, man. Wow. All right.
Yeah,
Good start,
I'm
man.
shocked that they didn't have anyone filming it. And I'm sure that it was like, you know what, let's not do this because they're gonna roast us on X. Like,
Yeah.
they're gonna nail us on Instagram. We're gonna be all over Reels. Like, let's just keep this like
We'll
closed.
be the lead
or-
story on Midnight Run.
Yeah,
Just get
yeah.
to it.
They didn't want to be a part of that, so I understand, I guess. But
Yeah.
if they could have documented that would have been great. Also on this day, back in 1931, hey, check it out, Municipal Stadium. We know that. Remember, I think it was last week or a couple weeks ago, we talked about, I don't remember what year it was in the 20s, when the construction began. And then on this day in 1931, the stadium actually opened. So I thought that was pretty cool that we got to come full circle with that one on the show.
Yeah, absolutely. And I don't have any memories. Obviously, it was demolished a year before I was born.
Yeah.
But my dad, like Papa Moon, he has so many stories. I think I've told this here on Primetime before. His mom taking them to the Indians games at the time, and saying, hey, we're not eating for the concession stand. We're going to bring PB&Js and we're going to have our, drinks. We're going to sit there and have a picnic. And it just makes me happy. I didn't get to spend a lot of time with my grandma, my dad's mom. So just hearing those stories is like, man, that's so cool, man. And so when I think of that, I think of Papa Moon and his time at Cleveland Municipal Stadium.
That's really cool. I never actually caught a game from inside the stadium, but I watched many Browns games as a kid growing up that were played in Municipal Stadium. And, I watched the Indians as well back then. And it just, I always heard that there wasn't a bad seat in the house unless you got behind one of the 400 poles
Yeah.
that were around the, so maybe there were a couple bad seats, but that's okay. It was Municipal Stadium, and it was our lovable, whatever by the lake, so that's fine. Lot better football in that stadium than
Yeah.
Yeah. This is pretty relevant, I thought, today. Also, same year, we'll stand right here in 1931. In LA, the very first ice vending machines were introduced. You can 25 pounds of ice back in 1931 on this day for 15 cents. And if only we would have had the foresight, Eli, we could have picked up all the ice back in 1931, and we could have come back and sold it for much more than 15 cents for 25 pounds, and made some money on frozen water. But that's okay. We didn't know.
It's just crazy to see sometimes when you see how much things were or weren't. Pops, again, I guess this is kind of like my way back Wednesday is like referencing not 1931 with Pops, but even like back in the 70s and 80s, like talk about how you can go to the gas station for like $5 and you felt like you had $20, $30, $40 in your pocket like today. Just crazy to think about how things have changed like that.
Well, I'm old enough to remember, taking my parents' Hyundai Elantra to the gas station, and they would give me a $20 bill and be like, fill it up. And I still had, when I was done, I still had like $10. Like, I was like, all right, yeah, that was pretty wild. Now that's like 5 gallons of gas. So
yeah, I know. It's like you have to really ask yourself, do you want a gallon of gas or do you want that Little Caesars pizza? They're roughly around the same price right now.
Yeah, and it's the Little Caesars pizza, because the worst thing that happens let's say you get full after 3 slices, you put a slice of that in your gas tank with your car's going to run on that too. It's fine. It's hot and ready. It's going to be fine. Don't worry.
That's right. I'm with you. You're cooking tonight. All right, what do we got? What else do you find in history tonight?
What are we cooking? I'm kind of hungry. So on this day in 1967, this is a good one. The Beatles album, Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, goes to number 1 in the United States, and I loved it so much it would stay there for almost 4 months, 15 weeks at number 1 for Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band in 1967. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, it is, Chad. And you know what? The Beatles, it's weird. I feel like they are more polarizing the more I've talked to more people as an adult than when I was growing up. When I was growing up, I just thought everybody loved the Beatles, Yellow Submarine and all that stuff. But they're very polarizing. Some people are like, well, their lyrics are so simple. And I think that's what makes it so beautiful. And I can't go on a rant tonight. We're up against it. But essentially what I will say is the simplicity sometimes with the Beatles is what made them so great and actually created the lane for so many songwriters and bands and singers and even hip-hop artists to be able to understand how to create crazy great songs. So shout out to the Beatles, man. I love them. I love the Beatles.
Yeah, if we had a little more time, we'd get in the track list. It's a pretty impressive one, but we don't have that kind of time because we are up against it. We're spiraling quickly here in a good way, in the best possible way.
Yes, it's almost 11 o'clock.
It feels like it's like something is looming. It maybe that 11 o'clock hour. But first, listen, in 1982, this is a cool one. There were so many good ones. Every week, I'm always like so impressed. Like, man, things happened. In 1982, Cal Ripken Jr. makes the first of his record 2,216 consecutive starts at shortstop. Didn't start all those games at shortstop, but he did start that game at shortstop for the Baltimore Orioles. The Iron Man streak. I mean, that was insane. I remember the night he broke that. He took the lap around the stadium and whatever. Just absolutely crazy from Cal Ripken Jr. An amazing streak.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, you think of greatness mixed with durability. That's Cal Ripken Jr., man. He was so much fun. He made the Orioles must-see and TV or on TV and also get into the game. I mean, the Orioles ballpark was packed. I mean, you just don't see stars marketed anymore with MLB. So that's a story for another day. But Cal Ripken definitely brought eyes to the game.
Yeah, MLB does everything they can to keep you from watching games. They make it as expensive as possible. You got to buy, you get streaming packages for each team. Whatever, it's stupid. And finally, this is a nod to what we do. This is one of the first groups of people to ever come together and make things like what we do possible. On this day in 1987, WFAN AM radio in New York City commences the first 24-hour all-sports radio format, and they spawned us, Eli. We came out and we said, you know what? That's pretty cool. We want to do that too. We want to talk about sports, and maybe one day we'll be on for 24 hours, but we're working toward that.
Well, you know what? If you're volunteering yourself for 24 hours, and then you know what? I'll talk to AA. I can.
Well, you're producing, so yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. You got me. No, but very cool. Very cool. And now look at us here with Primetime and with the Inside Edge Network and all the great shows we have daily and weekly. Very cool. Very cool history. Look at you today. You didn't get hurt, I think. Okay.
Well, we'll figure it out.
Why are you still in black and white?
Hold on, let me hit a button.
Okay.
I gotta bring that up.
I'm nervous.
What do I do? I gotta turn this knob.
No, you remember last time you went. No, lefty loosey, righty tighty. Okay, not that one. Hold on.
Here we go. Hold on.
Okay, boom.
Did I do it?
You're so awesome, dude. You're back. You're back
All
in
right.
the flesh.
I did it.
Your blues are popping. I love what you did with the place.
My Love Island notes are still over here, so I'm good. I didn't lose those.
Amazing.
Amazing. Somewhere.
Well, you made it back just in time, buddy, because you know why?
Why?
Rent's due.
Uh-oh. Oh, look at us.
Due. We're in trouble. Yeah. Rent's due. I don't got it. Hold on. Let me check. Hold on.
Well, hold on.
It's been a few days. Let me check.
I can turn the couch over.
Still got these 60 cents I had the other day, so we're off to a good start, Chad.
It's fine. When we get in here, I'm just going to ask Autumn for some gas money, and we'll cover the rent another day. Don't worry.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Well, you better be careful with that one.
Maybe I should. I might end up kicked off this show.
Yeah, yeah. All right, that's going to do it for Inside Edge Primetime here on the Inside Edge Network. We appreciate you. We'll be back with you on Thursday. It'll be our last day of the week. If you missed the announcement earlier in the week or late last week, the evening stream will be taking that Friday off tomorrow in a few days to start off the 4th of July weekend. We hope you enjoy yours as well. So make sure you tune in tomorrow. Going to have a jam-packed show, a lot to talk about, a lot to break down. Who knows? Maybe LeBron will be in a different city, maybe back home.
I thought you said maybe he'll be on the show. I was like, all right.
Yeah, I was going to call you after. All right, that's going to do it here for Inside Edge Primetime. For Chad Bryan, to my right, your right, everybody's right. I'm Eli Moon. Again, we appreciate you so much. And Chad, you stay there.
Okay.
You stay there at home. You stay there because when we come back, I'll be disappeared. I'll be gone. But it'll be time for the Daily Spiral with our favorite Autumn Chisholm and Chad Bryan. So stick around right after station identification, the Daily Spiral.
So you watched the video, huh?
I just thought I'd before we got started, I just thought, if I could, we talked about how gas used to be a lot cheaper back in the day.
Oh my
And
God.
it's expensive. It's hard for a dude out here trying to make it. So I just thought maybe if you had a couple of bucks just for the tank, we could get it. But if you don't, that's okay. That's okay. It's okay on them. It's all right if you don't have it.
I'm guessing
Or if you just don't want to give it to me. I'm sure you have it. You just maybe you don't want to give it to me. I get that. I understand.
I'm guessing everybody watched the video. Why do I do this to myself by showing this stupid video?
Hey, sometimes you know what I mean? Sometimes you just got to put it out there, and it's like, hey, this happened to me. Nothing I could do about it, right? This was my situation. It wasn't your fault. Like, that's not a reflection upon you, right?
No. What's a bad reflection upon me is that I gave him the gas money.
Okay. Part of me was really hoping that you were going to say you didn't do that. Yeah. Okay.
Nope. I gave it to him. Welcome to the Daily Spiral, everyone. If you don't know what we're talking about, I shared some information on last night's show. I'm sorry, Eli. I did trauma dump on you a little bit. I apologize.
Autumn, could I be really honest with you right now?
Yeah.
I was watching last night, and you and Eli were telling your stories, and Eli told his, and then you said what you said. And Eli and I, at the same time, I wasn't on the air. I was completely, we both said, holy shit, at the same exact time. I was like, I didn't expect that, to be honest with you. That was bad.
Yeah. It was. Yeah. Again, wasn't even the worst one. Even the worst one. And then, of course, you saw the news story. I didn't even tell the worst ones in that one either.
I think this is a whole other show now. This isn't even like an episode. You just got a whole. That's a concept for a brand new show on the Inside Edge Network. I think it's
honestly, I could feed a family without terrible my dating like this. I could feed a family. Oh my!
I saw the concern on Double A's face when you said, the other story, and he's like, no, and I was like, wow, okay. I was like, no, so we can't do that. But yeah, I saw the concern.
You know what? I'm gonna put it in the chat what it is.
Okay.
And then I want you to react to it. But welcome to the Daily Spiral, everyone. You're on Inside Edge Network.
What an intro to the show. What are we doing?
Oh, Chad, it's been this has been a day. This has been a day. It's no Love Island tonight, but I told you before the show, you're gonna take a quiz.
Yes.
To test you on what you learned this week. Because Chad and I have not been on since Thursday.
Yeah.
So because we haven't been on since Thursday, there have been about 5 episodes since then.
5 episodes. I gotta be honest. I'm not completely caught up, but I'm to the end. I missed some stuff in the middle, to be honest.
Okay.
Logistics, man. Kids and stuff happened, and woo, they got rough.
So we're gonna take a quiz in a minute, but I'm gonna send you this message in the chat.
Oh my goodness!
And I'm gonna see your reaction. Okay.
All right. I won't say anything. I'll just. It'll be a visual reaction.
Yeah. Also, we've had the most NBA 2K26 kind of day in the NBA. I don't know who's making these trades. I don't know what's going on. In Major League Baseball, you got bigots and racists. I don't even know what's going on. I don't know what's going on.
Don't worry. He said it won't happen again. It won't happen again. Fantastic. Thanks.
Where do you want to start, Chad?
Well, I mean, I guess at the beginning. I don't know where else to start. We've already gotten off the rails a little bit, but that's okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. All right. Well, that does it for me. All right.
Hold on. Let me add to this a little bit. Hold on, you guys. I'm gonna really make it funnier.
Oh no. This is great entertainment right now. I'll be honest with you. Oh no. I'm nervous about what's gonna pop up on my phone next. Whew.
But so yes, let's get your Love Island quiz started. So, how was your first movie night?
How am I? Okay. All right. Movie night.
So wait, hold on, Eli. Since you hold on before we no.
I said no. He said nope. Nope, not doing it. Okay.
I'm sorry, you guys. I'm sorry. I'm a little slap happy.
Me too, though. This is gonna be bad. This is gonna be a great hour of programming. I'm telling you right now.
So you see now why I couldn't tell the story on air, right?
Yeah, I see. Yeah. Yep.
You see why I can't tell the story on air.
Okay. All right. So okay. I'm gonna try to get back on track. Because I don't even know where the rails are anymore. So movie night. What my first impression of movie night was how uncomfortable, speaking of uncomfortable, do you think Sincere had to have been sitting there watching himself? Even they were like, man, I can't watch any more of this. You can only watch so many lies, right? Like you can only watch yourself tell so many lies and see everybody just catching up to you right in real time in 4K, I would imagine, right there in front of them.
What made it so much worse is that like half the people on that couch had already seen it.
Yeah.
The boys and the girls from Casa, before Casa More, they watch everything. So right before you come into the villa, you watch all the episodes, right? So you know as like what's going on. It's not like you're thrown to the wolves. So them sitting there being like, yikes. I was like, yo, that's crazy.
Oh man, that was wild. That was wild.
No, I've said this entire season, Sincere is a literal demon. He is a demon who is sent to destroy Love Island, and I forgot how bad it really was. I really forgot how bad it was. And the fact that that was his first video.
Yeah.
His first video is like nuts. Okay, so.
I mean, they had enough to do a cliffhanger. That's wild. I can't believe that. How could they, but I guess they're getting filmed all day. I guess I understand, but man, how does that work with the filming? Do they take breaks? Is there like a.
Oh, yes. This is my favorite part to explain Love Island filming. Love Island filming is really stupid. It's so dumb, but it's so funny. Okay. So they film. So, okay. Fiji is like 15 hours ahead of Eastern Standard Time, right? Okay. So I think it's like the same time zone as like China or something like that.
Okay.
It's right off the coast of New Zealand. Right. So they're already more than half a day ahead of us. So it's Wednesday right now. It's Wednesday night. Technically there, it's Friday morning. Thursday night, Friday morning.
Okay.
So they take advantage of that and they shoot all day. So everywhere in the villa just has cameras, like hidden everywhere. There's no like actual like camera people until like there's like the recoupling when you see those super stylized shots that just make no sense. That like
no sense at all. None. And you can tell when Ariana, like whatever, when the host comes in and they're all walking together like they're about to like solve some like, cold case from 1964 or whatever, and like here comes the team to arrest, like, so it's weird. It doesn't make any sense at all.
So so they're already more than a half a day to a day ahead of us. So they shoot all week. Their off day is I think Friday. No. Okay, so the Islanders have an off day on Friday.
Okay.
That's when Ariana and Sierra and Teffy shoot After Sun on that Friday. Gotcha. So what's even stupider is on that day off that the Islanders have from filming, they're not allowed to be together. So they're all in the same house, but the boys are on one side, the girls are on another side.
All right.
And then they come back together, film at the fire pit and everything. But essentially, they're just about 2 days ahead of us. So what we're seeing is 2 days ago from their perspective.
Gotcha. Okay.
So, because when the finale happens, it actually happens 2 days before we see it. And then they fly out a bunch of people to do interviews after, but it's like it airs on a Sunday but shoots on a Friday.
Okay. All right. I can handle that. Okay. And sometimes I wonder about shows like this. Like, has this video been in the tank for 3 months or whatever, right? And then like all the people have to keep really quiet about it. You can't say a word. Because I know some shows like we're gonna go completely the other side of the coin. The Price is Right, for example. Like if you win prizes on The Price is Right, it's months before you can say anything. I mean, it's probably like 4 to 6 months before your episode even airs. So it's cool that they're pretty close, I guess. Some people were feeling the effects of really not knowing what day or time it was on this. Well, especially the last episode. I mean, you want to talk about movie night? Oh my goodness! Like that, I thought I've never seen so many like near psychological breakdowns on TV. Just aired out, real people, not scripted. Well, maybe not scripted, but
no, it's not.
Speaking of scripts, do you think the producers talk to someone like Sincere before the show? And go, hey, are you willing to just make a complete and total ass of yourself? And he goes, well, yeah, whatever. It's for the gram. And so they're like, listen, here's what you do. Lie to everyone. Don't tell the truth to anyone here. I don't care what you do. If someone asks you if that's a carrot, you tell them no, it's a piece of celery. Whatever. Do not tell the truth. I don't care what you do. And then you're going to get ripped up on movie night, but here's an extra 10 grand. Do you think that happens? Because how could you, like, this stuff's going to get out, right? Like,
so this is the thing, right? I asked myself that question. So first of all, no scripts, just manipulation. The only thing is that the producers are manipulating things. Nothing is scripted in the show. I wish it was scripted in the show. It would be the most amazing TV show if it was scripted. Yeah. It is all them. So, okay. So what's even weirder? So I told you they get chosen. They have to go through a psych test. They have to go through a background. They get chosen after like a long interview process for a couple months. They have to get put in a hotel room in Fiji. They only are allowed an hour a day outside of the hotel because people can't see them because they're going to be like, oh my God, that person's going to be on Love Island.
Right.
Because Love Island is the only thing that's shooting in Fiji.
Okay, fair.
So then when they announced the cast, what they do before, and I found this out like I'm gonna say like 2 years ago, and I'm like, this is crazy. So they have a whole nother cast, and they bring that whole other cast into the villa.
Okay.
And they call it mock, and they just test everything to make sure it
angles
works.
And okay, all right.
Camera angles. They do the challenges. They do recoupling. They do like dumpings, all of that, just to see it work.
Okay.
Then those people go back to the villa, go back to the hotels.
Yeah.
And sometimes they don't even end up on the show.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right.
Okay. So Sincere acting like this is just Sincere.
This is just who he is.
He's just doing it for the love of the game. He really is. He really is. He is. The way that all of the men just looked at him of like pure, like, what in the world is going on?
Yeah. Yep.
They realized in real time that man was psychotic.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it was like you could slowly see on everybody's face, like, oh, he really was lying to her. Yeah. Oh, he really was lying to us. Oh, he really is just like this.
I can't remember who said it, but when they switched, they started to show another part, and I cannot remember who was on the couch and said it, but he was like, oh shit, that's the same day. And it was like,
it was Corbin GPT.
Yeah. Yeah, and you could see what was coming. Like, I was like, oh my God, man, like to watch them all just simultaneous, well, not even really just one at a time, just grow tired of his shit right there on the couch. That was wild to me. That was wild.
The fact is that was just like, when I say Sincere is insane, that's part one of his video.
That's unbelievable.
Part one of his video. We still have to get through Kenzie. We still have to get through him, part two. We still have to get through Zach manipulating. I forgot about Zach. About Zach.
He's been flying under the radar, but he's diabolical. Let's be honest. Like, it's pretty bad.
Okay, so first movie night, you're shocked. First ever post Casa Amor recoupling. What did you think?
You know what? I didn't catch up on that one as much. I just kind of saw the results of it or whatever. But I was a little shocked. I told you I thought Kata would bring. I didn't think that was going to happen that way. I don't know. I guess it's like I don't really know, to be honest with you. I'm trying to look at how, like, oof, I was just thinking about Dylan going through it in that episode. Man.
He was crying so hard.
I was like, my guy, just get him a pancake. Like he hasn't, like, something's happened. He hasn't eaten. He didn't have a good breakfast, maybe. To hang your hat on Kenzie. No, that was. Sorry in a way, but in a way,
that was one of the funniest moments of the episode. I was dying laughing because she was looking at him like, oh my God, he's really crying right now.
When she leaned away from him, like there was a moment where she was like, all right. I'm gonna disassociate real quick. Yeah, I was like, oh, that's not good. But then she said she wants to explore with, like, she wants to, like, get back. I don't get her, man. I don't get it. I find Gaul insufferable. I'm sorry, man. There's just
he's so terrible.
It's awful. It's awful. Everything he says, I'm like, nah, dude, no. Come on, bro. Like, everything. But yeah, it's just.
No, it's even. Oh my God! Look, Kenzie and Dylan had me cracking up laughing yesterday because, number one, she clearly did not think he was gonna cry. Number two, she was forced to say, I want to be exclusive with you. I forgot about that part.
Right.
Oh my God.
Right.
Sometimes this show isn't so funny. And then it was Jen the next day telling her, Kenzie, if we were not on Love Island, we would not be friends.
And then to watch Kenzie sit there and, like, take offense to that. Like, I thought that was I thought Jen handled that pretty well, to be honest.
I was like, Kenzie, if it was me, we wouldn't even have a conversation.
Yeah, that might have been a whole different season of Love Island.
We wouldn't have a conversation.
Has anyone ever fought on that show? I can't believe no one's ever fought before.
Yes, they have, but not on this version.
Yeah,
the Australia version, they've had a fight. I think the UK version, and then they got really close in season 4. But I literally I was thinking yesterday in movie night, I said one of these girls is going to hit one of these boys. We got so close, but I was like, this is going to be bad. When we come back from the break, I'm going to continue quizzing you. I'm going to put more stuff in the chat to tell you guys.
Oh no.
What happened, and then we're going to talk about I don't even want to talk about the NBA, but we kind of have to talk about them because there's too much happening.
It's insane.
It's too much happening. There's too many NBA 2K trades happening right now.
Who turned off fair trades?
David Stern is rolling in his grave right now, for real.
Maybe.
For real. But you guys are watching the Daily Spiral here on Inside Edge Network.
Key On Sports is the leader in Ohio high school athletic coverage in written, print, and video streaming. From the latest news and results and written content to the high school football game of the week every Friday, Key On Sports has you covered. The vision of 15-time published author Vince McKee has become the most trusted site in Ohio high school athletic news. From podcasts to player profiles, Key On Sports is your one-stop for all of it. Visit them today at keyonsports.com or on YouTube at Key On Sports. Check out their socials on Twitter and Facebook as well.
Clean energy, bold flavors, and no jitters. See why people won't shut up about Dubby. Clean energy, no jitters or crash. Whether you're starting your workday or getting ready to exercise, Dubby Energy helps you lock in and focus. With over 15 flavors to choose from, you can't miss. Order Dubby Energy right now by using the QR code on your screen and use the promo code InsideEdge10 to receive 10% off your order. Dubby Energy, your energy-focused sponsor of the Inside Edge Network, Cleveland's digital leader. Discover our collection of body mists made with clean, minimal ingredients. Handcrafted with natural essential oils and clean ingredients, they offer a natural alternative to synthetic fragrances. Perfect for sensitive skin and those seeking clean, mindful self-care, and the perfect gift for you or your special someone. Courtesy of Alley Rose Fragrances. First-time customers, use that promo code InsideEdge20 to receive 20% off your order. AlleyRoseFragrances.com, a proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Network, Cleveland's digital leader. Whether searching for a baseball autographed by your favorite World Series slugger, a signed football by an iconic Hall of Famer, or the jersey of a world-famous soccer star, you've come to the right place. Here at sportsmemorabilia.com, the web's leading source of authentic sports memorabilia, you'll find more than 500,000 authentic products from nearly every professional sports league, team, and players. Not only will you find your next prized sports possession with ease thanks to superb customer service and tremendous site experience, you'll have the satisfaction and peace of mind that every product listed comes complete with a certificate of authenticity and is fully backed by the sportsmemorabilia.com lifetime authenticity guarantee. Go to sportsmemorabilia.com by using the QR code on your screen right now. Sportsmemorabilia.com, a proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Podcast Network, Cleveland's digital leader. Find us on InsideEdgeNetwork.com for the latest information on your favorite shows, personalities, and network partners. Plus, guess what? We have a merch shop. That's right, we have network polos, t-shirts, champion jackets, hats, and bottles. Rep the network. Every purchase supports independent sports and entertainment media. Use the QR code on your screen right now to check out InsideEdgeNetwork.com. That's InsideEdgeNetwork.com.
Back to the Daily Spiral, everyone.
Fine.
Oh.
Oh. All right.
Before we get back into I'm so sorry, Jen. I'm so sorry. I apologize. I told you guys this story. If you guys listen to the show, the story that I'm telling them in our lovely group chat is a story of legend among my friends.
Man. So if you don't know, Team USA won 2-0 tonight over
Bosnia. Yeah, no, they made it to the round of 16. Good for them.
Hey,
good for them.
What about? Man,
Oh
so that game is behind them now. That game's behind them on the back end where they are now, but that's fine. Big win for Team US. That's huge. Could have been honestly a bigger win, but a couple offsides calls and here and there, whatever.
And a red card.
Together just fine. We're doing great. Everything's
amazing. We're doing immaculate. Okay.
This is the meme where the room's on fire and we're just sitting here.
Everything's fine. Everything's fine.
Totally fine.
Okay, let me
back from that. I mean, Double A was talking about the lead in. I'm not sure how to come back. I don't know what's going on anymore, but
I'm so sorry.
Team USA wins 2-0 in the World Cup. That's fun.
I'm so sorry, you guys. It's all my fault.
This is going to be the greatest segment for the best of episodes. I can't wait for this one.
Okay.
No, there's so many things oh man, a lot of stuff that I jokes I want to make right now, but I can't. So it's fine. We're gonna move on. Do we really have to talk about the NBA, Autumn? Do we have to?
No, I really don't want to talk about the NBA. I'm just gonna hit on some things that happened, okay? And then we'll get back to Love Island.
Yeah.
All right. So I don't even want to talk about Major League Baseball. I really don't, because I don't want to give any attention to what's happening in that league right now. I'm so disappointed to be a baseball fan right now. It has been okay. We'll hit on sports before we get back to Love Island real quick. What's happened in Major League Baseball to me is really, really, really bad. It is across the board just bad.
Yeah.
And if you don't know what I'm talking about, it starts about a month ago in San Francisco on Pride Night. San Francisco, who like the place that I don't know if you had this experience in your childhood, that was like every gay person on television was from San Francisco, literally.
Yeah.
Or lived in San Francisco. So this is a town that it like thrives off of being queer. Yeah. And you had 3 different players write Bible verses on their Pride caps, which thanks Clayton Kershaw for that start. Ugh.
Yeah.
Just ugh. But They got in trouble by the league because that is a violation. You cannot write anything on your uniform.
Nope. Can't deface the uniform in any way. Can't do that.
And then Buster Posey tried to come out and essentially be like, oh, like, this is not a big deal. You guys are making a big deal out of it and just making it worse. So you had that. Then you had the incident with, I think it's Wilson Contreras from the Red Sox and a Nationals pitcher where he threw a strike and he called him boy.
Yep.
And you heard it very clear on the tape. It was very clear what he said, and he rightfully got mad, tried to fight him, threw his helmet at him, and then after the game, he was kind of like, he knows I didn't mean it like that. How did you mean it?
I mean, how was that supposed to come across? I don't get that. So
it's something that's going on in this league that I don't like, and I think it really started. Okay, I'm gonna tell you where the crux of the problem starts, and I'm gonna blame everything bad on him, and I always blame everything bad on him. He's the reason why we don't have a World Series. It's because of Trevor Bauer, 100%. He is the start of all of this craziness and this bigotry in this league. Well, not the start, but the modern start.
I was gonna say guys like Aubrey Huff and Kurt Schilling are pretty close. They're about as bad as you can get, really. But yeah.
Oh yeah, but Trevor Bauer for modern players, to me, is the one that kind of comes to mind as like number one prime baseball incel. Like the stuff he did while he was here and when he left, just to me, he's like the catalyst of a lot of the stuff in this league.
And I think there's a lot of people that just don't know about a lot of the off-field stuff or whatever. And not even when I say off-field, I don't mean away from the I mean in the clubhouse. There's a reason that no one is signing him. And I get, the situation, whatever, with that girl, I don't know her name. That's separate. That's a different thing. I think there's a whole lot, I think.
I mean, the man literally bullied a Houston Astros fan to the point that she had to come on the internet and say and apologize. She said, all I did was say that Alex Bregman was my favorite player, and he sent her death threats. He tried to send death threats to an actual Dodgers reporter. He once claimed that his teammates were all supportive of a person that they weren't supportive, and multiple people had to come out and say hey, this is not true. The fact that multiple teammates hate him. Hate him.
Well, and Garrett Cole got blamed for that for a long time. Remember when they were in college, they didn't get along. They were at UCLA, they didn't get along, and a lot of people blamed Garrett Cole. And I don't know. I mean, maybe now we know where that goes. I don't know. It's a rough situation.
Yeah, but that's baseball. Just gross.
I get it.
Now the NBA. When I said before the break, David Stern is rolling in his grave, y'all. I'm not joking. David Stern vetoed one of the best trades of all time. That one sent Chris Paul to the Lakers because he said he did not want to make the league imbalanced.
Well,
he retired from his position as commissioner. Gave it over to Adam Silver. Died a couple years later. And now we are here with trades like Jaylen Brown to Philly for Paul George and a couple picks.
And I said on Primetime, I don't even think they got Philly's best pick. I'm not even sure. I don't understand this.
Philly's best player.
Yeah, I know. I'm so confused.
Paul George. And look, I'm not hating on Paul George. Paul George of 10 years ago was an immaculate player.
That's it. Yes, Yep, 10 years ago. If we could go back, it's way back Wednesday, maybe I can go in the time machine and bring back 10 years ago Paul George for the Celtics, and then this trade might make a little bit of sense. But you can't tell me that is the only offer that the Celtics had out there. I asked Eli, I said, how did that discussion go down? Philly was just like, hey, will you take Paul George and just a couple this wheelbarrow of gravelly dirt, and then
literally
give us, and then right, and then just maybe just throw Jaylen Brown, no big deal. And the Celtics were like, yeah, that works.
If anything, if I'm the Celtics, I'm looking at Jaylen Brown, a man who literally was up for MVP this year, could have won it.
Yeah.
Literally kept your team in the playoffs because your other star player was out with a ruptured Achilles.
Yeah.
He won a finals MVP. and you're trading him for Paul George and 2 picks and not even your 2 best picks. I told you this is when I say NBA 2K trades, as in like when you're a kid and you're like, "Ooh, I want to trade these players," and you have an older sibling and they're like, "You sure you want to trade them?" You're like, "Yeah, I want to trade them. I want to get the best back." No. So we have that. We have, of course, the Giannis trade, which to me still doesn't make any sense of why Miami traded half their team away. Kawhi going back to Toronto to escape RICO charges from the league.
Why do you ever leave in the whatever? Doesn't matter.
I'm trying to think of who else because there's literally been so much. Oh, Julius Randle getting traded again because they thought they were going to get Giannis.
Yeah.
Like,
right?
There's too much happening for me to be like, this league is great. This league is amazing. Every time I look up and I see something from Shams, I'm like, I don't even want to. Don't tell me nothing. Don't tell me nothing. No more.
Like the next one, I'm expecting to see LeBron signs with the Kings or something. You know what I mean? Like
it's that ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like when I say ridiculous, as in like literally, I'm telling you, I literally, I'm like, I remember you guys sending. I was driving. I was getting gas. I'm like, did I see Jaylen Brown to Philly? I'm like, what are we doing?
Right.
And when I say David Stern is like David Stern, half of these trades would not have happened. He would have immediately stepped in and like, you are not trading. Oh, I forgot about the biggest one. John Morant to Portland.
Yeah. It's fine. They have 11 guards on the roster. It's going to be fine. They're going to play small ball, and they're going to be fine. Autumn, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Okay, I'm gonna just say this. I just found the craziest stat, and then we're gonna talk about this, and then we're gonna go to break. This is the most nuts stat. This comes courtesy of Carmichael Dave. The NBA has traded for Paul George for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Jaylen Brown, Domantas Sabonis, Victor Oladipo, Danilo Gallinari, and 7 first-round picks plus 4 pick swaps.
Oh my God.
One of those players on this list has 2 MVPs.
Unbelievable.
One of them has a finals. 2 of them have finals MVPs.
Just unbelievable.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Jaylen Brown, Domantas Sabonis, Victor Oladipo, and Danilo Gallinari plus 7 first-round picks and 4 pick swaps is what your career is worth to people.
Wow. I don't even know what to say.
And when he's getting traded for all these different things, he's not even at the peak of his powers.
No. Nope. No, this isn't like prime LeBron getting shipped off for, no. This is, I don't get it. I couldn't believe it. I thought like I had to like see who was actually, I'm like, is this real? And you don't know anymore. Like sometimes people have accounts that look very close, right? You might refresh something on Twitter and go, whoa, oh, never mind. That's not who that was.
Yeah, it's not like his NBA Sentinel.
Yeah. Right.
Like,
yeah, I had to check a couple of times though. I just can't believe this is where we are in NBA trades and free agency. And there's so much money right now from that TV deal that I don't even think anyone cares who's on their roster anymore. It doesn't even matter.
No. Okay, so then I'm gonna update you because Shams released the updated version around like 6:00 of what the 76ers are sending to the Celtics.
Yeah.
So of course they're sending Paul George to the Celtics. A 2028 first-round pick that can convert from a first to a swap that is more favorable to Boston. 2031 unprotected Philadelphia first. 2028 second round. And a 2030 second. That's 4 picks. What are you doing?
I don't know. I don't get it.
And then, Tobias Harris. Tobias Harris. I've never the Detroit Pistons won 60 games and their team has blown up.
This is like watching movie night, and the GMs are on the couch, and they're just like you get to watch the discussions of how the trades went down, and all of the other GMs are like, oh shit, right? Like
I forgot about LaMelo. LaMelo got traded too.
Yeah, he did. Him and all of his stellar driving record he's amazing.
Chad, I don't understand. What are we doing in the NBA? What are we doing? Did the Knicks winning a championship break everything?
Yes. Yeah. They turned off did you hear at CERN? They turned off the Large Hadron Collider. So now people are saying all the weird stuff in the world is because of CERN, right? So they turned it off, and it's no coincidence that one day later this trade happens, right, between Philly and Ball. I don't know. I don't get it.
This is the most ridiculous thing. Again, these are the trades when you're a child and you're playing video games for the first time, and your sibling is also playing with you, and they convince you to trade your best players while you're playing video games because you are convinced that this one player can help you win. What is the NBA going to be next year? This is the last question before we go to break. What is this going to be?
I don't know. I have no idea. And the Cavs, meanwhile, are not just standing pat. They're pieces are getting like jettisoned off the Cavs. Like they're just losing pieces left and right. I don't know.
What is it? James Harden opted out, but he's trying to restructure. Dean Wade got a 4-year ridiculous contract. Thomas Bryant is coming back. Honestly, the Cavs right now look like geniuses. Maybe. Everybody else looks stupid. I've never seen this.
Maybe I didn't think about it that way. Maybe, but I don't know. Someone, by the way, just really quickly, someone posted on Facebook. They said, "Put this trade into NFL terms," and they said this is like the Eagles trading Jalen Hurts for Deshaun Watson. And I was like, okay,
that's exactly what it is. This is exactly what it is. It is literally in the terms of like, hey, this person has been injured for the last 10 years.
Yeah.
And here's this shining example that won a championship. Here you go.
They had to have been so sick of Jaylen Brown in Boston. I mean, I don't understand. Couldn't have been the only offer, right?
No, Brad Stevens is not stupid. We saw when he was a coach, he wasn't stupid. I don't understand what this thing that he's been doing lately. And we know Joe Mazzulla is crazy. I'm gonna just say that, y'all, he's crazy. It's not a quirk. He's crazy.
Fair. It's fair.
When we go back, I'm gonna continue. So we're gonna talk more about Love Island. We're probably gonna end the show with Love Island. I'm gonna get your predictions for part 2 of movie night, and we're gonna have a mass dumping coming in the next couple days. We will not be on when the mass dumping probably happens, but when we come back, we will talk about movie night part 2, our predictions, what's gonna happen, and so much more. But you guys are watching us spiral here on the Inside Edge Network.
Pretty bad.
Fanatics isn't just our name, it's who we are. Loyal, passionate fans dedicated to our favorite teams and to the sports we love. That's why we're honored to be able to offer fans the world's largest collection of official sports apparel and sports jerseys from all leagues, teams, and players you love. We feature a wide selection of gear from every league, including the NFL, MLB, NBA, NHL, and NCAA merchandise, which allows us to serve fans of football, baseball, hockey, basketball, lacrosse, soccer, golf, and, well, everything else that gets your heart pumping. Go to fanatics.com by using the QR code on your screen right now to celebrate your teams. That's fanatics.com, a proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Network, Cleveland's digital leader.
Small business owners are superheroes, but nowadays running your business means doing so inside your shop and on social media. That's why you should make Omega Video Marketing your sidekick.
With a decade of content creation experience, I create dynamic, informative, and fun videos for your specific social needs that will increase brand awareness, get you more followers, and keep your social pages and websites current and fresh.
I offer flexible pricing and turn times and will work with you to understand your brand and your story. All of that comes from the heart. My award-winning expertise is just the cherry on top. So let's get connected. After all, your brand is the alpha and my expertise is the omega.
Discover our collection of handcrafted candles. That's right, every product is thoughtfully created in small batches free from harmful toxins for mindful everyday indulgence. Our candles are hand-poured in coconut soy wax with natural wood wicks, offering a long-lasting burn and rich fragrances. Create a cozy, safe ambiance for your home with candles from Alley Rose Fragrances. First-time customers use the promo code InsideEdge20 to receive 20% off your order. AlleyRoseFragrances.com, proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Podcast Network. Moser Moments Photography is a husband and wife wedding photography team based in Cleveland, owned and operated by Inside Edge Network's very own Ryan Moser and his wife Hallie. For the past 10 years, they've captured more than 100 weddings across Northeast Ohio and beyond, always working together as a true two-person team. Their style centers on authentic, emotional storytelling, documenting the real moments between two people in love and creating images that feel natural, comfortable, and true to the couple. Rooted in Northern Ohio but inspired by their travels, Ryan and Hallie bring a warm, personal approach to every wedding day. Their work blends experience, consistency, and a genuine passion for helping couples relive their best day through timeless photography. Learn more at MoserMomentsPhotography.com by using the QR code on your screen right now. MoserMomentsPhotography.com, a proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Network, Cleveland's digital leader.
Happy July 1st, everybody. It is NBA free agency season. Get the popcorn ready to go. Eli Moon, a lot of craziness going on, and we here in Cleveland are at the center of it right now.
We sure are, Double A. We are officially on LeBron watch. Tell me if you've heard that one before, but we are officially on LeBron watch here again. A few other teams looking to be suitors, but for the Cavs, it seems like this is going to be the biggest move. Do they make a few moves beforehand? We talked on Primetime tonight, Chad and I, about maybe Jaylen Brown. Brian Windhorst hinted at it. Do we look at Jaylen Brown? Is Evan Mobley out of town? Like, I didn't mean the rhyme there, but that may seem the reality. Of course, then I went to the Daily Spiral, talked with Autumn at 11 about Love Island, and we shared some really bad dating stories that we both have from our dating lives, and then handed it off to you for Midnight Run, and we got after it.
Yeah, and we also reacted to movie night from Love Island, which somebody on Twitter said it felt like Game 7. Yes, it did. It was heated. It was heated. I'm sure Autumn and Chad B will have reaction to that at 11 o'clock. But at midnight, again, we'll get after it with LeBron. What does each option mean in terms of where he's going to go, the candidates? What is Rich Paul? What is he looking for at Clutch Sports? So we'll get into all of that. Plus, a major championship fight featuring one of our own is happening here this weekend. So Eli and I will get into all of that coming up tonight. 3 shows. Almost messed it up. I had to think about it. 3 shows, 1 stream every single weeknight, 10 o'clock Eastern time. We thank you for your support here at the Inside Edge Network.
5, 4, 3, 2,
1. Y'all see why I call it a crack show now, huh? Because y'all see why I call it a crack show right now. Okay. So, Chad, movie night part 2. Well, okay. So, we've gone through movie night already. Your thoughts on kind of everything, because you pretty much got through it. If you got to the sincere part, that was it.
Yeah.
They didn't go anything more, right?
Yeah, I just missed some stuff in the middle of the 5 episodes. I tried to skate through, but I tried to watch all of movie night because that's important, you know what I mean?
I'm gonna just speed through what you missed. Anaya picked Casey. He got real disrespectful. The girl he picked tried to fight all the girls. Then they told her to boot her out. And then America got to vote back who we wanted to come back. We all voted back Carl because Carl is amazing. We love him. And then Amora because we wanted to be messy and we wanted to see Sincere caught on the line, not knowing what was going to happen on movie night. And then, of course, Anaya ended everything officially with Casey. The girls made up and everything. So that's really all you missed, right?
He couldn't even get a hug. I saw that part. He was like, one more hug?
He was like, no, that's diabolical behavior. He's ridiculous. Yeah. But movie night part 2.
All right.
So let me explain what's happening this week.
All right.
Okay. I've explained it every week. I've been pretty much on the money, haven't I?
Yeah.
What's
This
gonna
is
happen
tomorrow night too, right? This is tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night, and we'll react right after, not right after, but at 11 o'clock.
All right.
But so movie night part 2. So we really only have technically a couple more things to get through. We got to get through Kenzie and her behavior.
Yeah.
Miss Clam Slam and her behavior.
My goodness.
And
Yeah.
then we have to get to Sincere part 2.
Okay.
Now, my prediction is that that's the first half of the episode. The second half of the episode will be sort of the fallout, the backlash, the what happened. Oops, you scarred me. What happens sort of after, which is like, will the girls actually sleep with the boys? No. Most of them will be sleeping in soul ties. They will not be talking to these boys. They will be sleeping in soul ties together. I don't expect them to sleep in the same room. Because especially Melanie and Sincere, I don't understand how she could ever want him after this. So I don't think there will be a dumping. I can say this. I don't think there's going to be a recoupling / dumping on Thursday because of just how heightened movie night will be.
Okay.
I think it will be on Friday.
Already enough drama there. You think they can?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I think it will be Friday because it has to be a mass dumping. There is 19 people in the villa right now.
Okay.
They have to get that number down to 8.
Okay. So
By
what is a mass dumping? Because that sounds a lot like what comes out of Sincere's mouth when he talks, but that's not what we're talking about. How many people go in a mass dumping?
So in a mass dumping, it has to be at least I think because last year it was 1, 2, 3, 4. It was 6. No, it was 7. 7 Islanders got dumped.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
So it would take it down from 19 people.
Okay.
To I'm trying to do the math in my head.
Wait, how many people did we say?
19 minus 7, it'll be 12.
It's 12. I forgot what you said. It's 12. Yes, we can do that. Somebody help in the comments. Like, you ever seen the meme when it's like, hey, when we're doing math in our head, just it's all you, right? Like I
was thinking way too hard. I'm like, what?
I'm just pretending. Yeah, I'm like, carry the 5, and yeah, it's fine.
So that's 12 people. So that means it'll be 6 couples left, right?
Okay, yeah.
So we have to get that 6 couples down to 4 couples. So then we'll have the week after. So not this. So this coming up week.
Okay.
It'll be a dumping right before the finale, like the Tuesday before.
So we're on the heels of the finale here. Like we're coming up on it.
Yes.
Okay.
So not this Sunday coming up, but the Sunday after it. So the 12th.
Okay.
Will be the finale.
That's a lot to happen. And wow. Okay. All right.
We really only look, every single year this happens. It's always like, and it goes real fast and it happens real fast.
Yeah.
So 7 people have to get dumped this week.
Okay.
4 more people have to get dumped before we get to the final 4 couples, which is 8 people.
Okay.
Right?
All right.
Then next Sunday, not this Sunday coming up, but the Sunday after that will be the finale.
Okay. So not the 5th, the 12th.
The 12th. Yes.
Okay.
So I think they're gonna do a mass dumping on Friday. That way Saturday everybody gets to the gets to After Sun. They talk about it with everybody.
Okay.
Recap movie night. They'll have the rest of the week up until I think it'll be Tuesday. So Tuesday will be one couple goes home. Thursday will be family day.
Okay.
Then we'll get another dumping, and that's the dumping before the finale.
Okay.
So that's usually the Friday. So the Friday dumping is the one where we find out who the final 4 couples are, and then Sunday, of course, is the finale.
Gotcha. Okay. All right.
What is your prediction for tomorrow? Do you think all hell is going to break loose?
I mean, it looks like it. I mean, for the way the scene ended from the first episode of the movie, I mean, it doesn't look like it's going to be super, pleasant. I don't understand who could trust Kenzie anymore at this point. I mean, treating kisses like handshakes is a wild statement.
God, when she said, "I treat kisses like handshakes, it tests chemistry," I said, "Who is testing chemistry like this?"
Is that how we're meeting people now? Like, hey, so-and-so, this is so-and-so. And they just make out for a minute and they go, nah, nothing, no spark. Okay, fine. Well, at least you know each other now. Yeah, I thought that was wild. That was a wild statement.
My thing is that, okay, so they're going to compare her situation with Dylan and Gall to like her situation with Caleb and Corbin. That was two completely different situations, by the way. And it's not the same. It's really not the same.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, it's different. I don't know. So when I first watched the show, the first episode I watched, I was like, I don't really trust her, right? And then she gave some good advice, and she was like a good friend, and I was like, all right, well, maybe she's a little misunderstood. And then obviously things have developed now, and I'm back to like, yeah, no.
She's when I say she's gonna be exposed hard tomorrow. So you have to think there's a certain section before. Okay, so because of when they asked for clips for movie night.
Okay.
This was right after last week's Casa recoupling. So everybody was like, you need to show Kenzie doing this, that, and the other. But she kind of already won the audience back a little bit because she cussed Corbin out, rightfully so. The robot who closed off with Permita after 2 days, which I've never seen that happen in Love Island history. Where
it's such a robot too. It's so accurate. It's wild.
I've never seen what happened. It was like people have been calling them Corbin, GPT, and Alexa.
Oh my goodness, man. Come on. I don't know what he walked in the whole like shared bedroom or whatever near the end of this last episode.
Oh my God. It was by the way, we are also at the point of the season where everybody just starts having sex with each other in the bedroom.
Yeah.
And it's so awkward.
Yeah.
Because you can clearly see them having sex, and like you see everybody being like, are they really having sex right now?
Right. So who asked what French fries were? Did you see that on the show? Who asked that?
Yes.
Who said that?
Oh, that was Caleb.
That's right. Yeah. The
Yeah.
answer was DJing. I was like, okay, well, all right.
Yeah. He was like, what's French fries? And they were like, DJing. And then they put out a social video where everybody explained it, and half of them didn't know, and then the other half was like a detailed explanation.
Maybe too many details. Yeah, maybe too many details, but that's okay. That's all right. Yeah, I don't know. Wow. I mean, so what do we think happens here? I obviously it's not going to be great. It's not great for Sincere. It's not great. It's not going to be great for Kenzie.
Okay.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
My prediction. Okay, so this is my prediction for the dumping.
Yeah. Okay.
Where because I forgot to tell you, it's still Islanders' choice dumping.
Okay. All right.
So
okay.
It's not America's choice. It's Islanders' choice. So what we do. So this is what I think. Because it's always good to also like follow the app, because the app will tell you more about the show than if you just watch.
Okay.
So on the app, it'll kind of have you do these like prompts every episode. Like they'll be like, follow along with the app.
All right.
And like
you can make your own adventure while you're watching. Okay.
Yeah. And like they'll do these like polls where it's like it looks ridiculous, but you're like, okay, this kind of works. So last year what they did is they actually used the polls that we constantly did on the app, and they compiled them all together, and they had a bottom number of Islanders, and then they had all the other Islanders stand behind who they wanted to save, and the person who got the most votes to save got to stay, and then everybody else got dumped. So like 7 people got dumped last year.
All right. Okay.
So because of just how disliked everybody is, I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't think this is gonna happen because no. I think it's gonna be probably they're gonna compile everything, or they're probably gonna do who's your favorite boy, who's your favorite girl, whoever is like on the cusp of like saving.
Okay.
Okay, so this is what I'm thinking. If they do that, I'm gonna tell you the most ridiculous post I've seen.
Oh no.
Certain people want the final couples to be this.
All right.
Trinity and Bryce, which we kind of already know, they're boyfriend and girlfriend. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Carl and Anaya, because they've gotten back together, pretty cute, lives fit. They seems like they're gonna work.
Yeah. Carl seems pretty sincere, not sincere. Can't use that word anymore, but you know what I mean. Seems legit.
No.
Yeah.
Sincere really did ruin that word for everybody.
He did. Yeah.
He really did.
That's wild.
And then the girl, after those two, that's pretty solid. It would be Melanie and Caleb,
Okay.
Kada and Dylan.
Okay.
And I had to think about it. I was like, yeah, those are the only 8 people that don't irritate my soul on the show.
That's fair. Yeah.
Jen is just there. Jaden is just there. Gall, terrible. I don't understand. Terrible. Just awful human.
Yeah.
Kenzie.
Like I say, he's insufferable. Yeah.
Terrible.
Yep.
She gotta go. She gotta go. Like it's not even funny anymore. Like it was kind of funny, but no.
Yeah.
Zach, I told you he gotta go too.
Yeah. He's been under the radar, but like I said, maybe not the most diabolical, but as far as just not wearing everything right up on his sleeve and being Zach he's kind of a demon too, to be honest with you.
Zach has been skating Zach has skated the entire time.
Because he says what you want to hear to your face and never really comes clean. So it's hard to tell what he's thinking, but you can kind of see how he moves now. Yeah, you can see it.
So Zach. So essentially, but what I think is definitely going to happen is Casey, Tierra, Corbin, Permita, and probably Gall will be dumped from the island this week.
Okay.
Because we're going to have a recoupling. It's going to be boys' choice.
Okay. All right.
Which means whatever it means. And then we'll have the final. This is just going to be a ridiculous week. Just know that. There's going to be a ridiculous week.
It's perfect. It's America's birthday, right? Centered around all the drama and whatever you want from a reality show. It's perfect. This
is the greatest way. I think this show is what to me encapsulates America in the 250 years that America has been a country. This show is the perfect encapsulation of what is happening in this country. We got
where we are.
We got the literacy crisis of Jen saying "come promise." Epitome.
It's the epitome, really,
epitome.
Yeah.
That's still compromise and epitome. Really, is just getting me. So we have the literacy crisis. We have mature 30-year-olds dating 20-something-year-olds. They're like, this is the perfect representation of America.
Yeah.
Double A, come on screen real quick.
Come
on screen. Eli, put him on there. Hi,
hello.
Hello.
Double A, what's going on, man?
Have you been hearing our show?
Yeah, I've been listening and I've watched some videos as well, especially the one you sent yesterday. I watched that.
Oh no, you guys did all watch it, please. Okay, like I said,
you don't have to break it down. It's the sad state of our country.
Well, first of all, that video was like 3 years ago. So it wasn't even, it was 3 years ago. I was telling stories from like 5 years. No, not 5 years before that, like 4 years before that, but it's 3 years ago.
Oh, it's still bad. So
again, I gave him the gas money.
That's maybe the most disappointing thing I've heard all night. That I think that's what bothers me.
I gave him the gas money.
You know what's sad? If you would have went through that scenario today, that almost cost as much as an engagement ring.
Let me tell you right now, I wouldn't even. There would be, if he would have. Oh my God! Let me.
You guys would have been in Chase talking about how to get a personal loan for.
Let me tell you right now, if that man, if that person would have came to me and would have said,
"Will you co-sign with me?
Give me some gas money," you would have to take the Lord Jesus himself to pull me off of him.
Let's step into the office and figure out your mortgage. We'll go over some plans.
Between him and the one that wanted to go camping on the first day, I was done. You didn't watch the whole video, did you?
I watched it, but like I was so taken aback to everything that I.
Camping on the first date is pretty uncomfortable. I get it. You're outdoorsy, whatever. You like the outdoor, but maybe you got to ease into camping. Not everybody's a camper.
What's even worse is that I never met the man. I never met him.
Yeah. And I have to explain myself to Autumn. I'm a guy, so obviously I don't listen the first go around. I take away parts I want to take away.
Yeah.
And then I'll go back and watch the video again after tonight's show. And then I'll really give you an update on what I think. But yes.
Yeah. Just know again, this is just to show you how bad my dating life is. I literally got profiled on local news. Just how bad it is.
So
that's not your fault, though, right? That's not your fault. It's just the pool of people that you have to choose from. Maybe aren't
terrible. It was a terrible pool of people. It's still a terrible pool of people.
When you're going on a date and you have to talk about, debt to income ratio first.
Yeah.
That's not good. That's not where you want to be. So it's not your fault. That's not your fault.
That wasn't even our first time hanging out, y'all. That was like the third time I had ever met that man when he asked me for gas money.
Oh man. Hey.
I'm gonna leave you with it. Look, before we leave the show, there's no good spiral or bad spiral this week. Today's show, y'all. This is too much happening in the world, and it's too much happening in the NBA. I told you we are making 2K type trades, so don't go down any rabbit hole today.
You know what though, Autumn? I think the reason, and we talk about this with football, like Sean McVay and others, they never punt. Kevin Stefanski, they don't punt on fourth down. They don't do that. I think a lot of these people making these decisions play 2K and played Madden when they were younger.
It has to, because these trades make no sense. Every time I see a new one, I'm like, why are you trading LaMelo Ball? Why are you trading for LaMelo Ball? Why are you trading for John Morant? Why are you trading for John Morant when you don't have any big... We don't need to get into this. Okay. Before we leave the show, though, Double A, Chad and Eli now know who the story is about.
I know. We'll leave it at that.
Yep.
We will leave it at that.
Did you know the other part that I put in there? The second part that I put? Did you know about that? Did I tell you about that part of it?
Autumn, you did such a great job this week. Yeah, I know we have one more day. Let's make it to Thursday. Why don't you tell the people good night?
I'm gonna just tell you guys before I leave. Eli and Chad will never be able to look at that person the same way again.
Oh, stop it! Stop it! It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Again, tomorrow night, you guys, we will go over Movie Night Part 2. Double A, do you want to join the conversation for Movie Night Part 2?
Sure. We're Kenzie's gonna get a beat down tomorrow.
Man, yeah.
Kenzie and Corbin tomorrow are gonna just.
Well, it's Kenzie, Corbin, and Sincere, because we know Sincere has a part 2. Again, a man named Sincere is a demon. Who would have guessed it?
Yeah, I saw the meme, and then we're done. I promise, Eli. I saw the meme with Sincere. Somebody was like, if somebody sends you a photo of a man just doing. That means he's lying. That means he's sincere and he's lying.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
He just like, his mom cried today on live and was like, "This is not the representation of my son. He is not like this." Girl, I'm sorry to tell you, your son is exactly like this. Your son not only is exactly like this, he is the worst of the worst.
But
enough for 2 parts of movie night. I mean, yeah.
Mom doesn't know that though, because it's wholesome, it's nice. They don't know that. Y'all need to leave KC alone.
No, I'm
y'all need to leave KC alone right now.
I will keep on his neck. No, I'm gonna stay on it.
All right, Autumn, say goodnight to the folks.
No, I know what's gonna happen. Please don't play it again.
Autumn, we wanted to let you know you've been doing a great job.
Thank you.
And you know what? There's millions upon millions of people waiting at the door for the Daily Spiral every single night. This is not how it looks.
It's so stupid. Because of why? Because it's everybody else's reaction.
All right.
Autumn.
Ouch.
The further we go with the show, the funnier that clip is.
Yeah.
Because we know everybody now. Right. It's so funny.
The way everybody's looking at him, that's great, man. That's great.
But he's the man now. Y'all need to leave KC
That's right.
alone.
KC to the finale.
Y'all need to leave him alone. Because I saw your TikTok after the show. It was like I was talking with some people. I had to explain myself about KC. And I get it. I understand. But y'all can't be teaming up. Y'all.
I told you, Double A. I told you I'm all in favor of women terrorizing men. 100%.
I get all that, but Anaya can't be standing over KC like that.
Absolutely, yeah, that was dangerously close. That was too close.
He got her first. If you don't get her first, then I'm not going to. Shut up.
Come on, Autumn. Come on. He's harmless.
He is shorter.
Heartless or harmless?
He is shorter than her.
Yes. The answer is yes.
Right.
But yes, Chad and I will see you guys tomorrow. Enjoy Double A's Crack Show, the Midnight Run, in which he somehow, some way gets to a topic about children's books.
Yeah, we're gonna talk Green Eggs and Ham and how
No, I'm not doing this. As someone that's an actual librarian, I'm not doing this.
We're telling our children it's okay to eat molded eggs.
That's not the point of green eggs. Look, please, you're gonna make my librarian brain hurt.
It's mold.
Y'all, he gonna make my librarian brain hurt, and he gonna make me have to come back on this show to break down books.
Feed that to your children. We got a problem.
That's not the point of green eggs and ham. Oh my God, the green eggs and ham is a euphemism for kids not wanting to eat vegetables.
But eggs aren't vegetables.
It's supposed to be a play on words. It's just rhymes, but it's the metaphor of.
I love that we're getting into the literal meaning of Dr. Seuss book. This is my favorite thing.
We're telling children to eat green stuff. That doesn't mean consume mold.
Right, maybe like eat green beans and I don't like. Come on,
you're supposed to eat the food that you tell yourself you don't want to eat, but it's healthy. For
I know,
you.
but Autumn, we are living in a society where we literally have to put "do not drink" on bleach. Why are we teaching green eggs and ham?
Were we ever clear? Was the ham green as well?
No, it was not. It wasn't green.
Know.
It was just the eggs. But it's not about the egg. No, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this again. Y'all are making me work when I'm not at work.
Don't you work with kids?
Green eggs.
How do you tell children?
Not only do I work with kids, you guys, I'm a literal librarian, so this is making my brain hurt. So I know.
Why not greens? Greens and hams. Why does it got to be green eggs? Why can't it just be greens and hams? There's the vegetable.
Because green eggs and ham rhymes. That's the only thing. That's the reason why.
Eli, let's talk World Cup when we come back from break.
Goodbye, you guys.
This is Midnight Run on the Inside Edge Network. Here's your host, Anthony Alford.
And hello, everybody. Welcome to Midnight Run here on the Inside Edge Network. My name is Anthony Alford. It's great to have you along. It is 12:07 here on this July 2nd, 2026, as we are approaching the weekend. We're getting close. Remember to follow us at Inside Edge Net across all of our social media platforms. If you're watching us on YouTube, right underneath our video, there's a notification bell. It's pretty cool. Hit that notification bell for us. We really appreciate it here at the network. If you're on Twitter, just hit the follow on Inside Edge Net, and you get all of our shows, all of our programming that we have for you here on the network 7 days a week. Cleveland's digital leader for sports, entertainment, news, mental health, culture, all that stuff. Also, we have a Roku app, Inside Edge Network. That's all you got to type. Inside Edge Network on Roku. We have you covered. I knew that was going to drive Autumn crazy about the green eggs and ham. I had a discussion with some friends over the weekend about, boy, if you took the literal meaning of children's books, it would destroy you. It would destroy you. And you start with green eggs and ham, and that's that. we're teaching our children to eat green. I know they meant vegetables, but come on now. It's fun. And flip it around and you'll be fine. All right, we got a ton of things to talk about here in this next hour here on Midnight Run. We're going to talk basketball. We got boxing coming your way that we're going to discuss, and combat sports. But we're going to start with soccer. And there's a very, very great reason to start with soccer. There's something happening here in America, and I can say here in America because the matches are taking place here in America over in the San Francisco Bay Area Stadium. I'm still getting used to that. But Team USA, a winner today, 2-0 over Bosnia, or Blue Mountain State's favorite country there. But they won today. And a couple of things I'm actually learning. And again, I'm not a full-fledged soccer expert. I'm not going to come on here and break down how, although I could take away some things that commentary mentioned that I saw, including aggressiveness from Team USA, taking full advantage of the style of play. The other team could match the pace of play that Team USA provided. But I learned some things. What I didn't know until tonight, if you get a red card, you're down a man for the rest of the contest. Did not know that. And I didn't know that the player who got the red card is also suspended for the next game. That's craziness. And that's going to be a storyline heading into Monday night for Team USA's round of 16 matchup happening in Seattle. But overall, just phenomenal time. I'm also learning about extra time and how that has come about. And you've also noticed with extra time, with the hydration breaks coming into play, that adds on. Also, there was an injury right before the half. And so the 5-minute extra time really became a +9. And then at the end of regulation, there was 10 minutes of extra time there. So again, I'm learning things, but it's exciting. Soccer's exciting. You know, soccer's fun to experience in person, to be at in person. I'm not saying attend a World Cup game because you probably have to, destroy your budget to attend. I saw something. I don't know if this is true or not. It was on the internet, so it has to be true. Parking outside of San Francisco Bay Area Stadium, $200 for a parking spot. $200. Yeah. Now, Team USA, to this point, the men's team, historically, I don't know. I could be off base on what I'm saying here, but one of the greatest runs in Team USA men's soccer history to this point. This is incredible. The fact that they are on to the round of 16 is phenomenal. They actually could have won even with a higher margin, but we had 2 offsides calls tonight. But, we'll take 2-0 or 2-0. We'll take it. Could have been 4-0, but again, we'll take it. A win is a win is a win. Now, I always point to the question that I have every single World Cup, and those on social media have the casuals, right? I'm not the hardcore soccer fan. I know people. We are friends and bros with people who are soccer fans, hardcore soccer fans, breaking down and observing every single World Cup game. One of my old coworkers, a good friend of mine, I remember coming into work and he would have Premier League on the TV every Saturday morning. I would come in to take over for his shift, and he would have Premier League on the television every single Saturday I came in, and it was a great time just to sit there and watch. And watching soccer on Saturday mornings is great too. If you've been drinking on Friday nights, it's a great thing to watch when you're hungover. I'm not going to hold you. It's a great thing to watch when you're hungover. Haven't touched alcohol in a little while, but I'm just reminiscing here. Now, the question is always, all right, this World Cup is fantastic. It's great. People are watching. In fact, you look at the ratings, 18 million, 17 million, 16, like people are watching, and the numbers are going to grow. Like, we're talking, these numbers are bigger than anything sports-wise, for the exception of NFL playoff games and Game 7 of the NBA Finals, Game 7 of the World Series with the Yankees and that World Series, and the Game 7s in the past. Of course, Spurs, Knicks only went 5. Yankees, Dodgers only went 5. Those would have had monster numbers if they would have went 7. But what do you do after? What do you watch? I like what I'm seeing. I like the soccer that's being played. Team USA, they're not only winning, but even when they're facing adversity, they're overcoming it, and they're putting in great work, and they're a great representation. They look strong. None of these games look like flukes, at least to me as a casual. It doesn't look like, these are stunning upsets or anything like that. Team USA is showing up to Insert City Stadium here, and they are handling business. But what happens after July 19th? Or what happens if Team USA is eliminated? And, if Monday night is it? How do you take advantage of the popularity of men's soccer here in the United States? Well, the MLS commissioner, Don Garberd, was on Fox Sports earlier tonight, and he had this to say. This is 702 MLS 01, Eli. He had this to say when questioned by Fox Sports earlier today.
So how does MLS capitalize on this energy, this type of crowd turnout this summer?
Rob, it's really about recognizing that this momentum didn't start with the World Cup. It started in 2018 when we got the bid, 7 new teams, 9 new stadiums. And with all of this energy, all this joy, all this excitement, we're saying, thanks, world. When it's all over, we're going to take it from here.
Commissioner, let's get a little topical, all right? I've been doing this for years with you, so let's get a little topical.
Hydration breaks.
Listen, MLS has always been on the forefront of innovation and experimentation both on and off the field. We've seen a World Cup here with hydration breaks. Do you think that MLS going forward would have, not hydration breaks because they've had those, but hydration breaks regardless of the temperature and regardless of the facility going forward?
I don't know, Lexi. Right now, we came up with the time substitution rule. We came up with rep cam. Who knows? Let's see where the sport goes. When it's really hot, the safety of our players is paramount. But as it relates to anything else, I'm celebrating that today, man.
All right. Miami's Lionel Messi tearing it up on the stage. What has he done for MLS right now through the course of this World Cup?
Rob, there are GOATs, and then there's the GOAT of all GOATs. This guy's setting records here. He's setting records in Barcelona and Paris. And obviously having a player like him in our league, entertaining the world and bringing such attention to Inter Miami and MLS has been great. We love him, and he loves being here.
Commissioner, always good to see you. Now you got to fight through that crowd to get to your seat. Good luck with that.
I'm not going to lie to you. I was getting hyped. At least, I wish I was in that crowd. That was courtesy of Fox Sports, the MLS commissioner, on the program. And, soccer, the hype is at all-time high, as it should. As it should. This is a great time. But now, how are you going to capitalize? There's really one answer. I know, you talked about Messi and you talk about the hydration breaks, and I get all that. And these topics are tricky because the core fans, for sports like soccer and tennis, Wimbledon is going on right now. It's a little fragile if you want to get into changes. And I'm not going to sit here and propose rule changes, although be on the lookout, hydration breaks are coming. And the MLS will be first, and it's coming throughout soccer. Television rules the world. Media rules the world. And the amount of money Fox and the other TV partners have made off of TV ads from hydration breaks. There's a reason why we have TV timeouts in football and basketball and baseball across the board. It's coming your way, soccer. It's on its way. But I'm not going to sit here and propose rule changes. I am nowhere near knowledgeable in terms of the rules to propose rule changes. That's stupid of me. But I saw at the end of that clip, MLS returns to Fox on July 17th. How often is the MLS on regular television? You know, the World Cup, credit to Fox. I will give full credit to Fox Sports. I would say like 75 to 80% of the World Cup matchups are on Big Fox. You know, Fox 8 here locally, the regular Fox. There's only a few matches that they're keeping for FS1, but as long as you have an antenna or you have access to local TV, you're able to put on Fox 8 here locally or Fox, wherever you're watching, and watch the World Cup every single day. You know, obviously that comes at the expense of local news here. I mean, and that's where local affiliates, they're driving their app and you got to watch the local news there. But you see exposure, broadcast TV exposure matters. The Apple TV deal with the MLS has been a complete failure. Complete failure. They made a decision. I'm not going to say catastrophic because they can get out of it, you know, in the next coming years. They made a long-term investment with the MLS and Apple TV. Hey, we're going to move everything over to Apple TV Plus. We'll have like select matchups on Fox, but you don't know when it's going to air. It might be once every few weeks or something like that, every month or two. MLS has to find a way to get out of that streaming deal. And I get it. Streaming's great. Streamers have money. But the return on investment, soccer fans should not be, core soccer fans should not be recommending here in America, hey, when you're done with the World Cup, watch the Premier League, watch Champions League, watch some of the other leagues over in Europe. You should be pushing for our league here in the United States, Major League Soccer. Major League Soccer should be dominating the conversation. But because nobody can watch their games, they have no awareness. None. And, you know, I love Apple TV. There's a series with John Hamm on Apple TV, and I want to watch that. But Apple TV is just not high on the priority in terms of, you know, subscriptions. Netflix is, Peacock, you know, maybe Paramount Plus. But the point is, you got to be seen. You got to be seen on network television. And until the MLS gets out of that deal and fix that, they will not be able to take advantage of record viewership right now for the World Cup. And it is record viewership. And as Team USA goes, we're going to get crazy, crazy numbers. But yes, it's great, Team USA. The men's team is moving on. And you will see growth, obviously, in soccer with the men's team. There's other issues that we will talk about down the road. But, yeah, MLS, find a way to get on regular television. And you will be able – the one thing they have done well, and then we're going to break Eli, the one thing they have done well, and they are making a change, and I'm curious from core soccer fans how they feel about this, but they have moved to a fall to spring schedule as opposed to the, you know, what was it, the spring to fall schedule. So now they're aligned with Europe. They're aligned with everybody else. So, so here we go. MLS has an opportunity, but get out of that Apple TV deal. I think they shortened it. It was supposed to be like 10 years. They cut it down to 5 years, which was basically an admission that this is not working. Because I'll tell you, you know, I attended a Columbus Crew game, one of the more exciting sporting events I've ever attended. In downtown Columbus, tickets are affordable, It's a fun time, even for somebody like me who doesn't know lick about soccer and the rules and everything like that. And nobody scored until like the 80th minute of the contest. I didn't care. And I think we lost, but I didn't care. It was a fun time. Got to get these games on regular TV. Even if you regionalize it and put them on Saturday nights, even if we're watching Columbus Crew soccer every Saturday and then the national game of the week, like American football, like in, America's game of the week or something like that, I think that will drive more awareness and eyes and popularity to soccer. All right. When we come back, we got Jaylen Brown news. You saw the big news. We'll react to it. Plus, I know there are other teams saying, hey, we're going to – hey, what LeBron doing? What's up? What's he doing? We're down to 2 teams. And it's up to LeBron to pick which story arc he wants to fit. He can either have the ultimate babyface arc or what I call the Disney villain arc. We'll get into that coming up next. And also later in the show, one of our own is main eventing a championship fight right here in downtown Cleveland. Eli and I will get into that when we come back. This is Midnight Run right here on the Inside Edge Network.
Key On Sports is the leader in Ohio high school athletic coverage in written, print, and video streaming. From the latest news and results and written content to the high school football game of the week every Friday, Key On Sports has you covered. The vision of 15-time published author Vince McKee has become the most trusted site in Ohio high school athletic news. From podcasts to player profiles, Key On Sports is your one-stop for all of it. Visit them today at keyonsports.com or on YouTube at Key On Sports. Check out their socials on Twitter and Facebook as well.
Clean energy, bold flavors, and no jitters. See why people won't shut up about Dubby. Clean energy, no jitters or crash. Whether you're starting your workday or getting ready to exercise, Dubby Energy helps you lock in and focus. With over 15 flavors to choose from, you can't miss. Order Dubby Energy right now by using the QR code on your screen and use the promo code InsideEdge10 to receive 10% off your order. Dubby Energy, your energy-focused sponsor of the Inside Edge Network, Cleveland's digital leader. Discover our collection of body mists made with clean, minimal ingredients. Handcrafted with natural essential oils and clean ingredients, they offer a natural alternative to synthetic fragrances. Perfect for sensitive skin and those seeking clean, mindful self-care, and the perfect gift for you or your special someone. Courtesy of Alley Rose Fragrances. First-time customers, use that promo code InsideEdge20 to receive 20% off your order. AlleyRoseFragrances.com, a proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Network, Cleveland's digital leader. Whether searching for a baseball autographed by your favorite World Series slugger, a signed football by an iconic Hall of Famer, or the jersey of a world-famous soccer star, you've come to the right place. Here at SportsMemorabilia.com, the web's leading source of authentic sports memorabilia, you'll find more than 500,000 authentic products from nearly every professional sports league, team, and players. Not only will you find your next prized sports possession with ease thanks to superb customer service and tremendous site experience, you'll have the satisfaction and peace of mind that every product listed comes complete with a certificate of authenticity and is fully backed by the SportsMemorabilia.com lifetime authenticity guarantee. Go to SportsMemorabilia.com by using the QR code on your screen right now. SportsMemorabilia.com, a proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Podcast Network, Cleveland's digital leader. Find us on InsideEdgeNetwork.com for the latest information on your favorite shows, personalities, and network partners. Plus, guess what? We have a merch shop. That's right, we have network polos, t-shirts, champion jackets, hats, and bottles. Rep the network. Every purchase supports independent sports and entertainment media. Use the QR code on your screen right now to check out InsideEdgeNetwork.com. That's InsideEdgeNetwork.com.
This is Midnight Run on the Inside Edge Network. Here's your host, Anthony Alford.
right, welcome back. 25 minutes of the opening segment on soccer. That is a record. man, that is good stuff. But hey, Team USA makes you feel a certain type of way, and it's a great, great feeling happening at San Francisco Bay Area Stadium. And Team USA will be competing at Seattle Stadium. Matter of fact, when we get to NFL season, I'm gonna just say, such and such game is taking place at insert city stadium. I'm just going to do that from now on. I know Cleveland Stadium has like actual history here, but I know the Bills are, they're constructing, they're building a new stadium. It's going to be ready to go. I don't care what the name of the stadium is. It's Buffalo Stadium, Kansas City Stadium. It's, man, the things that have to happen, FIFA and also the NCAA, the things that have to happen to be in regulations is crazy. Corporate sponsorship, you gotta love it. We'll talk LeBron in about 3 minutes. Jaylen Brown first. We have a clip from Jaylen Brown. You remember when he went on his Twitch channel? He went on his Twitch channel and talked beef about this man. Take a look and remember that now they are teammates.
I mean, this is my personal opinion on basketball. Some of y'all might disagree. You know what I mean? But argue with your grandma. Flopping has ruined our game. Joel Embiid is a great player, one of the best bigs in fucking basketball history. Flops. He know it. This ain't breaking news. This ain't, you know what I mean? It is what it is. I can clip it up. Like I said, y'all can post it on these paid accounts that y'all, these bot, whatever. That's just my opinion.
So that was after the Sixers were knocked, or the Celtics were knocked out of the playoff spot, the Sixers. And then one day, Brad Stevens said, hey, I'm going to help Philadelphia become a championship contending team. How about that? I will say this: if I was a referee, I would not want to officiate 76er games next year. You got the flopper in Embiid, Joel Embiid, and you have Jaylen Brown, who again, it's hard to. He says he doesn't get calls. I think he commits offensive fouls every offensive possession. That's just me. That's just me. Now, if you're tuning in for the first time tonight and you're saying Double A, you wouldn't have said that if he would have been traded to the Cavaliers. Hell yeah, you're damn right. I don't care. I don't care. He ain't here. So F him. Yeah, and it's not his fault. It's not his fault. It's the circumstance. If Brian Windhurst got me all hyped up about Jaylen Brown coming here, and it's like, you see, I wonder what could have happened if you have LeBron and then Jaylen Brown and then Cleveland. None of that happened. None of that happened. The Clutch Sports, Rich Paul blowing smoke off every. Yeah, none of that happened. Yeah, good luck, Boston. I typically do not feel bad for Boston on anything. Boy, if only they could have got Paul George 10 years ago. My goodness. I thought the Celtics were a bona fide championship contending team. Not anymore. Not anymore. But, enjoy your draft picks. LeBron James. Now, listen. I know Denver has given him a phone call. His representatives a phone call. Philadelphia has now reached out like, hey, we got Jaylen Brown. Come here, LeBron. The process. You remember the process? We've been working on the process for a generation now. It started with Allen Iverson, the real AI. I'm only halfway kidding. insert team here, insert team there. And Rich Paul and Clutch Sports will do their thing, and we will do our thing and talk about those teams. I do agree with Kyle Cornell earlier on Unfiltered. I think from a basketball standpoint, Miami would actually make the most sense. Of course, when Kyle did his show live at 5 o'clock, that was before Jaylen Brown was traded. So I'm very curious to hear his reaction to that trade on Unfiltered tomorrow at 5 o'clock on the network on Inside Edge Net. But there's only two choices, real choices. Maybe the Heat is a distant third in Philadelphia. It's the Cavaliers and the Golden State Warriors. And there's two storyline hooks to this. On one hand, he could be the ultimate league's babyface, Cleveland's babyface, but on behalf of the league. The boyhood dream has come true for LeBron James. Started here. The decision was only a childhood mistake. Comes back home. I remember I was working at Cedar Point, and my supervisor walked up and was like, LeBron's back. I never felt more happy on a random Wednesday afternoon than I did right at that moment in 2014. It was great. I was working my little Plinko game, and I was so excited when LeBron was back. He brought out the newspapers, like, coming home. 2018, obviously we win the title. We're in 4 straight NBA finals. 2018, all right, goes to Los Angeles, Hollywood. Thank you for the championship. Thank you. Do your thing in LA. Make Space Jam 2. Give it a shot. Give it a shot and do what you can. Build out a life and everything. But you could finish the story here at home. It's wholesome. It's Lifetime's finest work. Lifetime, Hallmark, Inside Edge Network light pictures. It would be great. It would be great. Coming soon to a theater near you. And I would love it. Obviously, all kidding aside, as a fan, I would love it. I actually thought Matt Wintz, who was on with Eli Moon and Chad Bryan earlier today, WKYC's Matt Wintz, check out their interview, by the way. Great stuff. The July forecast. But he offered an interesting insight that a lot of people, and this is what we're going to face. He had mentioned, and I'm paraphrasing here, that I would almost be more interested in just the storybook return and the storybook ending, even if we didn't accomplish the championship goals. And there's a ton of people here locally that do feel that way. I'm not saying everybody, but there are people who do feel that way. So that's one career arc. Then there's the villain arc. This fall, man, it's so tough. This fall, I'm deciding to take my talents to South Beach. My dad called me like 2 minutes before it aired. And he said, I saw it on Cleveland.com, he's going to Miami. And it was the one time I lost that. I apologize, Mom, if you watch the show. I threw our little music audio remote control. I threw it across the room. I was so upset. I can't believe it. Cannot believe it. And then not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7. Admittedly, I was very excited when he lost the championship in 2011 to Dallas. Yes, that was 15 years ago. But yes, he did win the next 2 titles and then didn't end well with the Heat. And he came back And I'm not taking away anything from those 4 years. I blame Kevin Durant more than anything in terms of why we didn't win more titles. If you go back 2018, we had no business going to the finals. 2018, Boston should have been there. We had no business. LeBron put up one of the greatest performances that Game 7 in the Eastern Conference Finals. We had no business being in the finals. But Golden State. We did the show 2 days ago. I'm still not over it, to be perfectly honest. I understand, and again, he could tell the story. And I'm coming from a guy who does a pro wrestling podcast, a pro wrestling show, which you can see Friday mornings here on the Inside Edge Network. Myself and Kyle Cornell. We're getting ready for SummerSlam. I understand the story. You have an opportunity to play with, to be teammates with your bros. But at some point, as my buddy Eli Moon put it, how many bros do you have in the league? And why is one half of the league good enough for you to play with and the other is not? And then if we're talking about from a legacy standpoint, what's good and what's not good, how many damn Hall of Famers you need to be teammates with? How many? How many do you need? Like, all right, I get it. The ultimate dream is to play with these teammates and this and that and that. That's what the Olympics are for. That's what the World Championships are for. Oh, so we're just going to AAU this in the NBA now? Just cause? And I will point this out too. I will say this. If he is with Golden State, it will be under my assumption that he does not want to compete in a suddenly loaded Eastern Conference. Look around. Look around. You're going to have to work to win this Eastern Conference. In the West, you have OKC and San Antonio. I understand Minnesota is around. The Lakers are around. But that's your competition. Okay, Houston's around. But that's your competition. OKC and San Antonio. In the Eastern Conference, I could legit give you 5 or 6 teams that if they get hot, they're going to give you problems. They're going to give you problems. And that move, if he goes to Golden State, that tells me he doesn't want to compete in the loaded Eastern Conference. This is just about competing with his best friend. Now, I won't hate him. Come on, I'm not going to hate him. The story itself, if the villain story it's fun, right? You need bad guys. You need heels. Every great story needs a heel. But LeBron James, when it's all said and done, when the career is done, if he chooses to go back to Cleveland, or hell, I'll say other teams other than Golden State. But if he chooses to go back to Cleveland, he is the ultimate babyface in our league, in the history of professional sports, certainly pro basketball. But if he goes to the Golden State Warriors, he will pick up what he left off in Miami. The ultimate villain in the NBA. I mean, seriously, who wants to root for that team anyway? And can we be real about this now? Who would sit there, who other than front runners would actually want to root for that Golden State team in the first place over your own team? Who would want to root for that? Oh, I hope they get their 5th title. Get the hell out of here. They're struggling to possibly put it together. I don't know if they can win championship number 5. Yeah. If you couldn't tell, I have a lot of deep-rooted thoughts if LeBron goes to the Warriors. And you will not tell me that I'm wrong for having those thoughts. And the national media will not tell me I am wrong for having those thoughts. And if they do tell me I'm wrong for having those thoughts, they can shove it. let's see what happens. I'm going to get Eli's thoughts on this when we come back to. Plus, a major championship fight comes your way this weekend from our own, from Cleveland's own. We'll talk about that up next here on Midnight Run.
Fanatics isn't just our name, it's who we are. Loyal, passionate fans dedicated to our favorite teams and to the sports we love. That's why we're honored to be able to offer fans the world's largest collection of official sports apparel and sports jerseys from all leagues, teams, and players you love. We feature a wide selection of gear from every league, including the NFL, MLB, NBA, NHL, and NCAA merchandise, which allows us to serve fans of football, baseball, hockey, basketball, lacrosse, soccer, golf, and, well, everything else that gets your heart pumping. Go to fanatics.com by using the QR code on your screen right now to celebrate your teams. That's fanatics.com, a proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Network, Cleveland's digital leader.
Small business owners are superheroes, but nowadays running your business means doing so inside your shop and on social media. That's why you should make Omega Video Marketing your sidekick.
With a decade of content creation experience, I create dynamic, informative, and fun videos for your specific social needs that will increase brand awareness, get you more followers, and keep your social pages and websites current and fresh.
I offer flexible pricing and turn times and will work with you to understand your brand and your story. All of that comes from the heart. My award-winning expertise is just the cherry on top. So let's get connected. After all, your brand is the alpha and my expertise is the omega.
Discover our collection of handcrafted candles. That's right, every product is thoughtfully created in small batches free from harmful toxins for mindful everyday indulgence. Our candles are hand-poured in coconut soy wax with natural wood wicks, offering a long-lasting burn and rich fragrances. Create a cozy, safe ambiance for your home with candles from Alley Rose Fragrances. First-time customers use the promo code InsideEdge20 to receive 20% off your order. AlleyRoseFragrances.com, proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Podcast Network. Mosser Moments Photography is a husband and wife wedding photography team based in Cleveland, owned and operated by Inside Edge Network's very own Ryan Mosser and his wife Hallie. For the past 10 years, they've captured more than 100 weddings across Northeast Ohio and beyond, always working together as a true two-person team. Their style centers on authentic, emotional storytelling, documenting the real moments between two people in love and creating images that feel natural, comfortable, and true to the couple. Rooted in Northern Ohio but inspired by their travels, Ryan and Hallie bring a warm, personal approach to every wedding day. Their work blends experience, consistency, and a genuine passion for helping couples relive their best day through timeless photography. Learn more at MosserMomentsPhotography.com by using the QR code on your screen right now. MosserMomentsPhotography.com, a proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Network, Cleveland's digital leader.
This is Midnight Run on the Inside Edge Network. Here's your host, Anthony Alford.
All right, welcome back to the show. Eli, come on the screen here for me, buddy. I got to do something real quick. So during the commercial break,
Yes.
caught a bug.
Okay.
I have to flush it down the toilet. So tell people about the network.
I sure will. All right, I'm going to go ahead and give W the mute while he takes care of business. Hello, everybody out there. Inside Edge Network. If you are a small business or a business in Ohio or maybe even out of the state, we'd love to help you promote your business with the Inside Edge Network. Reach out to AA. You see his handle right there, Anthony Alford 92. I'm Matt the Man They Call Moon. Reach out. We'll talk to you and see how we can help you out there. If you're a fan of the network, make sure you like, subscribe, follow at Inside Edge Net across all of the social media platforms. That's YouTube, X, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, everything there. Smash that notification bell. InsideEdgeNetwork.com. I know you saw it pop up there for just a moment at the beginning of the show. Make sure you grab that for the personalities, for the partners. We couldn't do without them. And grab something cool at the shop. And like Double A mentioned earlier on, download the Inside Edge Network app on Roku. Back to Double A Anthony Alford.
No, so and Eli, stay with me here for a couple seconds. So here's the deal. All right, when you catch a bug, I know you're supposed to take it outside, but
is that true?
If
you catch it and it's alive still.
If it's alive,
Yeah.
you're supposed to take it outside.
Okay.
But that's if you live like in a home and you could just walk out the front door. There's too many obstacles and stuff. And then if it's moving, nah, you got to, no, we go sprint to the bathroom. We go take care of business and boom.
Yeah, you can't mess around with that. I mean, I guess that's proper etiquette. Like, but most times if I see like a fly or something, it's war. Like, I hope that fly is ready to go to war because you shouldn't be in the house. There's
you should be here.
So much earth to roam, and you chose this house?
Yeah. You chose you're picking my studio?
During Midnight Run, you're going to interrupt Midnight Run. Are you crazy?
If you got to make me actually run during this show, which I just had to do, you go get flushed down the toilet.
Yeah, I got a confession to make since we were talking about commercial break stuff. So I come back from I was grabbing a drink because not like an alcoholic drink. I don't drink, but I was grabbing some milk, which probably will haunt me in the morning because I'm drinking milk at almost 1 a.m. But I went and grabbed that. I come back and I see that you're not there either. I'm like, oh
no, I kid you not, fans. I kid you not. I texted Eli. I'm like, play another spot. It's sent while my music was playing. So
it sure did. I was like, I don't know what to do.
I guess we're back.
Yeah. No, but I mean, my goodness, bro. The stuff that happens during the breaks, I'll tell you.
They're legendary. They're legendary. Oh man, I brought you we're short of time here, but is there a part of you that would accept LeBron playing for the Warriors? I know I have to accept it at some point. I'm not going to say I'm going to boycott their games. I'm going to watch. I'm going to be intrigued by what they're doing, but I'm not going to like what I'm seeing. And it's just, honestly, I think this would be worse than him joining Miami. I think this would be worse.
Yeah, I think, for one, I would just kind of have to emotionally detach myself from any feelings. I was getting excited about LeBron coming back to Cleveland. It feels like with every move and every domino that happens in the NBA, that's kind of where is LeBron going back to Cleveland? Hey, Jaylen Brown now swung back in Golden State's favor, or other teams, even Philly. And so I don't know, I would just kind of detach a little bit from it. But I think there's a conversation. We don't, like you said, we don't have enough time right now, but a conversation about LeBron's legacy and a conversation about Steph Curry's legacy. I know he hasn't left anywhere, but he's had the most ideal teammates pretty much his whole career in Golden State, except for like maybe the first couple of years. And even then he had Monte Ellis, who wasn't a scrub. He just isn't Kevin Durant or LeBron James. But just that's how I would feel.
I mean, prime Klay Thompson. I know people sleep on Klay Thompson now, and his dating life, that's another story. But prime Klay Thompson was the real deal.
Yeah, 1,000%. Yeah, I mean, Klay Thompson, Kevin Durant, Draymond Green's, I know he's annoying, he gets on everybody's nerves, but he is somebody that is a talented player who'll go down the Hall of Fame. He's going to be a Hall of Famer. Like, that's something I think NBA fans have to eventually accept. And then if he gets LeBron James, it's Steph Curry's had it made. I mean, and granted, he's done it too. I mean, he's led these teams. He's the best shooter ever in NBA history. But conversation to be had about, like, man, dude, like, it just, I don't know. That's we don't have enough time.
And again, one thing, and then we'll move on because the story we're going to talk about next, we are both very excited to get into. Yeah. But if you're just tuning in, if LeBron doesn't come to Cleveland, cool, that's fine. That's fine. And again, Kyle did a great breakdown of how he would fit in Miami, how he fit in San Antonio, but that won't happen. But if he goes to Miami, or he goes to any of these other teams, even Philadelphia, Denver, some of these other teams, cool. I'll watch from afar. I won't have like a rooting interest, but I'll watch from afar and and see what happens.
Yeah.
But Golden State's the one that can't. All right.
Yeah.
We move on to something I'm very excited about. To set this up, Cameron Justice of News 5 is going to tell you what's going on here. This is Mason O'Run. Go ahead, Eli.
To have a world championship boxing match in Cleveland, Ohio, that's not something that you come across often.
This weekend is a dream come true for reigning WBO lightweight champion Abdullah Mason.
Everything lined up just to where, right after I won the championship, this is my first fight back, and it's in my hometown. So this is going to be the first time I'm fighting officially in Cleveland, Ohio, and I also have two of my brothers on the card, so I'm excited for it.
And a dream come true for his brothers, Abdurrahman and Ibrahim.
I'm excited. This is going to be my third fight, first one on TV, so got to show out, do my thing.
It's going to be a first-time experience, but I'm excited for it. I can't wait. I can't wait to put on the show.
So as the Mason brothers take the ring and Abdullah defends his world championship in his own backyard, the fight is expected to be a must-see event.
Expect fireworks. It's gonna be an exciting night. Everybody show up for the real fireworks. It's gonna be at the Wolstein July 4th. Make sure you're there.
And also one full of gratitude.
It's bringing everything back. It's like a full circle. They supporting us. Cleveland been supporting us for the past 10 years, so we bringing it back, and we supporting Cleveland. I'm gonna just be grateful enough to be able to represent my city and be able to put on for them. Make an exciting event. I'm just grateful for it.
In Cleveland, Cameron Justice, News 5.
And again, shout out to Cameron Justice of News 5 here locally in Cleveland for the story. Great story. Check it out on their website as well. But Abdullah Mason, he's 22 years old. He is a beast. Eli, he is a beast. Of course, he has four brothers. Mason, 20-0, 17 knockouts. He is Cleveland's first world champion in combat sports, of course, since Stipe. He's going to defend the WBO World Lightweight Championship at the Wolstein Center on Saturday against Albert Bell. No, not him. Albert Bell from Toledo, without the E at the end of Bell. It's going to be at the Wolstein Center on Saturday. Tickets start at $59 if you want to attend on July 4th. If not, TNT, The Zone, they will have the fight live. They'll have all those fights live this Saturday. This is pretty effing cool, man. I remember watching him a few times since he's turned pro, Eli, and he is the real deal. Obviously, he comes from a great family, and, we're known for great boxers. We're kind of a hub in terms of combat sports in general, Eli, and I'm very excited to see him showcased. Again, I'm going to be, it's going to be fireworks and stuff, but even if you're out and about, find a way to DVR, tape this, and support this young man. This is going to be a lot of fun.
Absolutely. It's amazing. The Mason brothers are really beloved in Cleveland. Artists on the music side, are real connected with him and show a lot of love. You see even on the community creator side, a lot of people showing love. Cleveland's just stepping out for Abdullah Mason. He's very loved here in Cleveland, so to have him defending his title, very cool. Tiger Johnson also on the card. He is out of Cleveland, Ohio as well. He's 27, so he'll be, 28 next month. 28 next month. So he's still in his, prime as well. He's going to be doing his thing. He's excited. He's a welterweight. So you got a bunch of Cleveland guys on this card. There you see it, main event world lightweight champion Abdullah Mason versus Albert Bell. Co-main their world featherweight champion. That's Bruce Shushu Carrington versus Rene Palacios. And it's going to be a very fun card, man. This is what's important about Cleveland is, you think about this stuff. Like the NCAA wrestling tournaments have been here 2-3 times in the last 5-6 years. You have that. You also have, the UFC. You mentioned Stipe. He defended his title against Alistair Overeem. I was there in attendance covering the event, UFC 203. We've had guys come through, guys and girls that are very, very talented and have shine light on combat sports. And now Abdullah Mason's doing that with boxing. I think there's such a lane for it. We talk about all the time with, how can the economy thrive? And, of course, LeBron James comes back. We just talked about him for the last 20-25 minutes. Hey, that's going to be an economy booster. If the Guardians do well and go deep into October, then downtown's going to be bumping a little bit longer. If the Browns, okay, let's not hold our breath, but if they do well, then the city is going to be alive and thriving. But I do feel like there's a lane for combat sports. Think about if Cleveland could be bringing more UFCs. They've talked about it, where they want to come back to Cleveland eventually. Think about if they could bring Cleveland a UFC event every 3, 4, 5 months and make it more relevant. Think
and
about
Jake Paul's promotions too. Like,
exactly,
you got competition there as well, so they could be coming to. I mean, and it's the Paul brothers, so
exactly
they show out like that could be huge too, Eli.
Yeah, exactly. Double. You have that. You could bring the NCAA wrestling tournaments and keep that in a rotation for Cleveland. There is more economy boosting. Boxing has such a lane. We talk with Keon Sports, and there's some great articles over there. Our partner there on Keon Sports, just reading about some of these boxing events and things. And Vincent, he talked about it when he was on with Chad and I on Primetime about the boxing standard here in Ohio. We've seen some great boxing competitors, and it's just a treat to see that Cleveland and Ohio thrives in that lane. I just think we need to give more love to it. We sit here, we talk all the time, like, what is there to do in the off season? In the off season to us, it's sometimes it's middle of summer where, we got baseball, but we have things that it's not buzzing. There's not 3, 4, or 5 sports going on at a time, or so it seems. But I do think if you find, a way to watch the July 4th card, you start following boxing more, UFC more, and I know it's tough with the current state of the UFC. I think there is just a lane to create more of an economy boost and find a lane with combat sports in Ohio.
Yeah, and if you just want to talk about just X's and O's, he's electric. I mean, in the ring, this dude can get after it. He's again 22 years old, but just the speed you see in the ring, and coming from a boxing family that he has, like, obviously his defense. The way that he protects it, like, it's going to be great. And it's an all Ohio showcase too. I mean, he's facing Albert Bell from Toledo, so it's going to be a Northeast Ohio showcase in the main event for a world title on national TV, and again on TNT and the Zone. And I keep mentioning, I know TNT is cable, but again, more eyes on the product. You're not just. It's not being reserved just strictly for pay-per-view and that's it. Like, people will have an opportunity to watch this. So it's going to be huge.
And people want real, and Abdullah Mason's real. And that's what people are looking for, especially, in sports. They want to be able to connect to somebody, whether it's a team sport and your favorite player or an individual sport like boxing. Finding somebody that's real and you can connect with story-wise, and I think he's doing a great job of that. I think, in the entire rollout, seeing him on social media and how he's been very connected and tapped in with the Cleveland community and just doing his thing. And now he gets a way to showcase his talents on, like you mentioned, TNT-AA. If people are there in the Wolstein Center, that'll be obviously an opportunity for them to see somebody from here and the national spotlight, where it's being broadcasted nationally. So I think it's nothing but good. And I think he could help get, Caught
a fly.
Are you on the card this weekend?
Hey.
Look at those hands.
Catch weight.
Look at those hands.
Getting after it.
But I just think it's going to be good to see how maybe Abdullah Mason, depending if he wins, obviously I'd like to see him win. He's a Cleveland guy. Seeing him get to the next level in terms of, like, in that notoriety where we talk about, I know there's levels to it, but the Ryan Garcias of the world and the Gervonta Davises, it'd be cool to talk about him in that light, especially being from here as Cleveland's digital leader.
Can I make an admission before we end the show?
Sure can. It's your show. You sure can.
Okay. You lived in downtown, for a brief moment of time.
Yeah.
How can people deal with mayflies and Canadian soldiers and that stuff? I know it's harmless. I know. All of it's harmless, and I know when it happens, our lake is healthy. Yeah, like, how do you wake up in the morning and all those dead bugs are on your window, your walls, on the ground? I mean,
it's bad. It's like, it was bad, especially scootering on the way to work, and you just have, like, some leftover ones that are still, like, fighting through the storm or whatever. Like, it was bad, double. It's terrible. I'll tell you, I'm not a spider guy. I'm not a flies flying around. I can't do that. I don't mess with it, man. Like, that's why it's funny. I love nature, but I'm very careful about where I'm walking in nature. I'm not going to just go walk into the tallest of weeds because you know what'll happen? I'll walk in and I'll be shaking hands with a bear probably 10 steps later. I'm cool. I'm cool.
Not a bear. No,
I'm cool.
Not a bear. Do you ever use like a spray though? Because when I was doing walks last year, I need to go back. I've been going more to the gym inside because they have air conditioning and free cable. But do you ever spray yourself down when you do your walks?
Oh yeah, with the off and everything, bro.
Apparently, I mean, you're supposed to use like a specialized bug spray. I don't know, but at first I wasn't doing that.
Oh no, dude, you're right. Getting bit up like a bloop.
I was getting after it, like, man, I'm gonna go out there. Here we go. I'm gonna go on the walk. First 5 minutes of the walk.
Yeah, dude.
First 5 minutes, and then I'm like, I'm doing long walks and stuff. Like, I did a walk once. I know there might be somebody watching who does like a full marathon. I'm not at that level.
Yeah.
Don't come at me.
We're working on it.
In my mind, I'm working on it.
Yeah, the midnight run will become the midnight marathon.
Yeah, midnight miracle. I once did a 10-mile walk in humidity.
Ooh.
I mean, it wasn't like whatever the hell this is today, but like in humidity, like it was 80 something, but like just muggy.
Yeah.
And I did it. It was a 10-mile walk, but I didn't know about the bug spray. So I'm doing the walk or whatever.
Oh no.
I got more work in my shoulders.
Yeah, you sure did. Dude, I get it. I mean, you're talking about like, I know we're pretty much not even up against it. We are overtime.
We're in the overrun.
But I will say this. My last thing is, I used to do the 1600 when I did track. Every year I was at 1600. I was running and doing great pace. Now, if you ask me to do a mile, I don't know how I don't know. I don't know because I'm trying to stop. Obviously, I smoke nicotine. I vape, so that doesn't help. My water intake, I was just on Chad before the show, all way back 3 hours ago during pre-show for prime time. I go, I'm really not drinking as much water as I probably should be right now.
Yeah, that has to change.
So I got to drink some more water.
Mm-hmm.
And the quickest I've ever ran right now in the last week and a half is when Papa Moon made that chicken pesto, that pesto chicken the other day. I ran into the kitchen, grabbed my plate, and I ran back so I could eat. So Double A, long story short, I don't know how anybody can do a mile in record time under 10 minutes right now.
You could train yourself to do it. I mean, there are, I know people who are marathon runners and stuff. Certainly you could train. My issue, first off, cheap plug for nobody, invest in spring water.
Yes.
Get spring water. Get like the 24-pack of spring water from whatever grocery store has it.
Okay.
But get it. You'll tell the difference. I didn't know, but you can tell the difference if you have spring water, and you'll be motivated to get through the water. Number two, you can train yourself. My problem, so he might be asleep now, but if Kyle is still listening to the show, type in the comments. He knows where I'm going with this. We're working a football game. I think we were at Kirtland last year and maybe various other locations.
Okay.
And we're tearing down us, Kyle, myself, Kyle, our high school football broadcasting team, led, of course, by our owner, Peter Tulloch.
Yes.
And I'm breaking down like, okay, all right, we're kind of waiting around. Let me do a little sprint. Now, again, I'm 34. I think at the time 33. My sprint, I just want to do a 40.
Okay.
I don't want to do the full 100-meter dash or whatever. I just want to do a 40. Brother, I took like 5 steps. My hamstring and then my ankle at the same time just went numb.
That's not good.
I'm like, no, I can't do this. Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. Can't do this.
You gotta stretch. I ran the one time and my knees were like clicking. Like I was like, oh no, dude, is this what getting old feels like? I don't
understand how many. I go to the gym probably ideally 4 times a week. Ideally 4 to 5 times a week. This is true. Yeah. This is Yeah, Burl took 2 steps and pulled a hammy like the corner of Carnegie in Ontario. That is a true story. I can't dispute it. That is a true story. I tried to do it again at church, and the same thing happened.
You gotta start stretching before you just
no.
You can't spontaneous run.
At the gym, I stretch all the time before and after my workouts at the gym.
Right.
I'm amazed at how many, and I'm just like, people get through they get through a workout, no problem. They don't stretch. Like they check in, they go right to the machine.
Yeah. I mean,
and I'm talking like regular. I'm not talking about like, people who they're showing up for the first. I'm talking about regulars. Was just scan in, and get right to it. I'm like, I got like a whole stretch routine. I got to, and then you got to also stretch before you go home. Yeah, that happened too. Is it inappropriate to go to church with sandals?
I mean, I don't think I'm allowed to tell you what's appropriate and not appropriate for church in terms of attire. I wore a t-shirt, I think, last time we went a few Sundays ago. I think it was in t-shirt and shorts. So but you wore like a button down.
I did.
was in like a polo. Jake's in a polo. I think Omar was in a polo. I'm in a I'm in a Dolly Parton shirt and shorts. So I don't know.
Yeah, that's
Look,
right. You were.
As long as you come with your heart in the right spot and your mind in the right
It
spot.
It was. No, the time that I showed up with sandals, I think Jake was wearing a full suit and tie. Kyle was, I forgot what he wore, but he was professional looking, casual. And because
Did you have the Ja Rule glasses on?
No, not this time.
Okay.
No, not this time. But it was just, I didn't know. I mean, it was just, I didn't know. But the toes were out. I mean, nobody else sat in my row. I mean, they didn't notice.
That's fair. Just don't wear it. Just be careful. I will say this. Be careful wearing sandals around fireworks. Like if you're going out to see some fireworks this weekend, if you're going to be close, just be careful because, they fall back sometimes and, don't want to lose a toe. Don't want to Jason Pierre-Paul that.
That's actually a good point because I was straight up going to go watch fireworks this weekend in sandals.
Don't do it. I mean, you can. I mean, but like,
we're going to be kind of far away. I mean, but it's still same deal.
Safety, man. Safety. You say closed-toed shoes. You're not really allowed to, there's certain situations where, sandals aren't the move. It's funny you bring up sandals. Papa Moon was like, yo, I should get you, let's get some sandals. And I was like, I wear sandals once or twice a year, and then they'll just sit and collect dust. Not a sandals guy.
Gotta have sandals. For road trips, gotta have them.
Yeah.
At least if you're driving on your own, gotta have them.
That's fair. I'll give it to you.
I made a mistake when I drove to Chicago. When I went to Chicago, I forgot my sandals here.
Yeah.
And like by the third hour of the trip, my feet, I'm like, dog.
Oh, man.
Dog. Because I had to. It's so weird. Like when you solo travel, you almost stop. You have to stop at the rest stops.
Yeah.
Just for your own distraction.
Yeah. Break it up. Absolutely. No, I'm with it.
I'm like, we're here somewhere in the middle of Indiana, and you look at the prices for stuff. Oh my lord.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to anybody. Also, I saw a story out of LAX. Anybody who pays $27 for a Whopper.
27. Wait, 20.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't think it didn't like click until like you said the whole
cheapest
statement.
the cheapest item I think was a single Whopper for $22. LAX airport.
Bro, that's why when I fly, and I know everybody looks at me like I'm crazy, I don't eat except for like the little snacks they give you for free on the airline, or like on the actual plane. Like that's it. Maybe Dunkin', because I gotta have my coffee. Maybe a little bit of Dunkin'. Maybe they do that $5 lunch deal now where you get the sandwich and the hash browns and the coffee. Maybe that, but $22. Get out of here. AA.
All right, let's send this home before somebody on our airwaves say that Caitlin Clark should be kicked out of the WNBA.
That would be crazy.
That was one of the Kyle's right. That was the dumbest comment I've ever heard from any sports media. What? What?
Yeah.
Hey, Michael Jordan's successful. We don't need him anymore.
Yeah. Hey, LeBron, you helped create the 2000s. You gotta get out of here.
Patrick Mahomes, I know you're the top quarterback in the league, and you kind of changed the way that quarterbacking is played here in the NFL. We don't need you. Goodbye.
Shohei Ohtani, you've been amazing, a two-way player. You've changed the dynamic of baseball. Get out of this league, bro.
And the worst thing, so when Kyle played the clip from, I guess, our competitor, we're not going to mention him, but played the clip, and he and the gentleman in the clip mentioned the names. I'm listening to the show. I'm like, every name, maybe except for a couple, right. Asia Wilson, a couple others. I'm like, I can't even picture their faces. Like, you do word association, like you mentioned names, you can see their face.
Yep.
I'm like, I can't even picture their faces. When he was like, oh yeah, you don't need Caitlin Clark. You got this player, that player, this player, that player, that player, that player. I'm like, I'm not a bad sports fan, but I don't know these people. I mean, if you put it on the TV and I watch, okay, boom, that's who they are. But I don't know them.
I mean, the WNBA has done a really bad job of promoting their stars, which speaks even more volumes because they haven't promoted Caitlin Clark, and she's still transcended into the pop culture world of things.
Honestly, the people who covered the WNBA is failing the WNBA too.
Yes.
Because it shouldn't have to be you lean extreme. The WNBA is almost covered, and Caitlin Clark, they're almost covered like it's cable news.
Yeah.
Either you are far Caitlin Clark, or you're far anti Caitlin Clark.
Right.
And there's no middle. There's no in between with Caitlin Clark coverage. And it's stupid. Stupid. It bothers me. Okay. All right. We're done. Pin this for tomorrow. Good night.